All righty. This might very well be the finale. We're going to continue. Okay, that's a little bit loud. Very nice. Ironically, it's not that loud on stream. Sorry. It's really weird. Stream volume is sometimes different than playthrough volume. Like, playthroughs I find are really, really low. Streams are really, really loud. I don't know. I don't know how that works. I might have different settings for stuff. But at this point, we should be set, right? I mean, the only thing that we could do, I guess, before I run off, is we could just buy some healing or revive items, because we don't really need healing items, and Magla items, MP items. That's pretty much the only thing worth buying.
Actually...
Okay. Buy. Yeah, because we only have one. Let's buy 10. And 23 full revives. And I don't know, maybe there'll be a good amount of status ailments. There you go. I think that should be good, right? Like, how much more could we need? That's the only thing money is, you know, worth at this point, unless I want to use one of the merchants, which I'm not going to use. All right, let's move on. Like, theoretically, if I were to sit here and grind, I could, you know, max out everything, but I'm not going to do that. It'll become really easy if you were actually... Hold on, let's actually try to... What?
Brace yourself.
What is this fucking enemy? Seriously. Oh, great, and he's anxiety.
Heisman's anxiety is mounting. If he gets hit, he'll be in big
Oh, no, sorry. Anxiety's different than, what is it, panic?
There are still enemies nearby. We must be cautious.
All right. How's that?
Ah, it's not worth it. I was gonna say, like, maybe if we could kill some of these enemies, like, really easily, like, that might be worth it, because then you could probably grind, like, really easily. Seems like the only things I could reliably kill with little to no effort are the teeth, which isn't terrible.
Come on.
Could be much worse.
Let's push through. Come on.
I mean, this alone is money farming. Look at this.
All right. How's that?
This power grows.
Basically, you just do... Can you not, brother?
I'm right here.
That worked out. Keep it up.
That's exactly what I would do. Because you saw we leveled up a whole bunch. Or at least we got AP. I don't know if that really counts too much. Diama. Yeah, we only have 3. We have, what, 4,000 AP? Not enough. We had to use... It took 3,000 just to level that.
You look pretty tough.
Yeah, level 72. So we'd have to gain like 7 levels. It's not impossible. I mean, this is honestly some of the most reasonable potential grinding I've seen in a game. Like, sometimes you play a Final Fantasy game, especially some of the older ones, and you genuinely have to gain like what feels like 5 or 8 levels, and it takes a long time to gain them, man. Remember, in Final Fantasy 3, there's no auto battle, I don't think. On the DS, of course. That's the one I played. I mean, to be fair, if you're listening to this video, that's probably the only one you played until they released the Pixel remaster. Because I don't believe any of the other ones were even playable or available.
Enemies up ahead.
Well, we'll see if this is enough. If not, we will grind, obviously. But this should... Like, I feel like the bosses are actually easier than the normal enemies. Right? So that way... and that's kind of understandable why they would do that. Right? Because if the bosses are harder than the normal enemies, then it becomes kind of hard to catch up, you know? But if the bosses are easier than the normal enemies, like, good fucking god. You kind of want the bosses to be... Fuck, no, I'm not fighting that thing. I'm good. Oh shit, more teeth. Can you go away, dude? Like, holy shit. Oh, we could save here. Okay, why not? Basically, you could save here, run around, clear the area. I guess you just run through on a loop. Yeah, that's probably what you would do, actually. You run through on a loop. You do this, you pull, you go back. And then you rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. That's exactly what what I would do, at least. 70 hours exactly. Very nice. Look at him. He's just standing there menacingly. Okay.
Look,
We should be able to proceed from here. 'Tis connected to that odd light, I suspect. I could feel his magla from here. When we cross, Luis will be waiting. At last, the time's come to decide the true victor. This will be the final time we fight Luis.
Definitely.
We can't allow the royal magic to be used for destruction. It's up to us to stop him, so let's bring the curtain down and end this farce once and for all.
Should we keep going?
Wait just a moment. Yeah. Might as well use some of these other items we have, I guess, right? Because we have some stat-upping items. Let's see. Luck. I mean, should I just raise my luck? Because, like, I have all these items, I might as well use them. So, like, who uses strength? Stroll? We don't really have a party that uses strength. Because Basilio, I was thinking about this morning before I started. I was like, Basilio would really be, like, a good party member, but he just joins too late. It's like, what the fuck? Like, probably give it to Juna. Endurance. Honestly, give it to Juna. She has the lowest HP. Agility, give it to Heisme. We want to maximize his odds of dodging. And luck, because I'm going to hit weak points, so I don't need to worry about crits. Honestly, Hulkenberg is probably a better luck dump, because I'm not going to be hitting it, because with Juna, I don't have to worry about whether or not I hit weak points like almost all of my hits. So maybe that's like a bad play, but I don't know, whatever. Max HP by 5, me. And maybe like 1 for Juna. Max MP, definitely for Juna. Alright.
Should we keep going?
Let's do it. Okay, it's definitely moist. Dude, it's just his throne room again.
I confess, I did not believe you would actually survive the Gauntlet.
Oh, please. Think about what you're trying to achieve. Nothing could stop us from getting to you.
I can accept that you hate injustice. Maybe we do share that. But I have to ask, Luis, why go to this extreme? Is it because you're elder? You saw your village destroyed for petty, evil reasons. Is this revenge? Revenge? Ludicrous. That would accomplish nothing. An entire tribe does not become so derided to the point of genocide by authority figures alone.
Yeah, but everyone's
By the
guilty.
vice of the society in which that ignorance is born. Indeed. It would be equally petty of me to take only the heads of the few familiar guilty. For my own satisfaction. No. I would not repay injustice with injustice.
Then why? You drew the entire nation into your scheme without hesitation. If not revenge, then what would compel you to such ends?
It is true that I was born in the ancient sanctum, but I never held any fondness for the place. The Elder have long lived in hiding, clutching the truths of the world to themselves alone. A tribe of doors locked and secrets encoded. I wanted to change that isolation. And then, at long last, a man from outside the village came to visit. None other than your father, Prince.
That's...
Though royalty, he dreamed that the tribes might stand side by side as equals. And he rejected none of our village's history.
Yeah,
however
they broke him
inconvenient to his
when nothing
cruelty.
worked out.
I saw him with the eyes of a child. And for the first time, I felt a dream stir. Were there more idealists like him in the world outside? Was my life of hiding at an end? Under the canopy of that gloom-thick forest, all I wanted was to leave and live upon the open plains beneath a wider sky. That was all. As for what happened to the ancient sanctum afterwards, it is a story you've already been told.
It was set aflame and crushed beneath the church's heel. The Sanctist warrior monks and ordinary guardsmen alike, all in the palm of Forden's hand.
Neighbors and kin I'd known all my life were soon nothing but ash on the wind. Too quick to realize their own deaths. I was but a child, trembling before a wall of fire.
What a good villain, man.
It had nothing to do with any hate on either side, or retaliation for any perceived offense. It was only pure injustice.
Like, look at him. He's actually bearing his heart, man.
Devastation. One thought alone burned in my mind. I would never let it happen again. And so did I walk onward.
It was tragic.
Thus, I choose to make this a land of eternal, perfect equality, even should it cost my life. I shall return the anxieties endowed upon this scepter, and let it be heard. To burden others with your own fears and responsibilities is cowardice. My royal magic shall craft a world where that cannot be. Such cowardice dies.
Yeah, but nobody would prosper there. Yeah, what a lonely way of thinking.
That's what turned you so cold-blooded, eh? First I've heard of it, but... Sorry. Means we got all...
What a really good villain, man. I really like Luis.
Luis, you're not
I don't agree with it, but that's what I mean. I like it. It's better than Edelgard.
A nation that's entirely blind to it. A land of amoral beasts, not people. In the end, I think you're still trapped. You've been stuck in that night of flames all your life. You don't trust anyone. That's why you can only imagine a world apart from you. Unless you can face that anxiety within yourself, then you're no different from everyone you've rejected.
So be it. From the beginning, I have championed world order.
Yeah, I mean, that's true.
All that remains is for me to realize my truth by burying you beneath it.
Talk is all fun and all, but it's about power.
These lost archetypes. I am Luis, bearer of the royal scepter. With only a thought, the power of kings is mine to command.
What?
Behold, and I will reveal the secrets still beyond.
Ooh, purple. I kind of wish there wasn't music playing during that whole scene. I think it would have been a little more impactful. What did he do? Oh my god. Yeah, he's the final boss. He's become a god.
We decide our world's future here.
I will never get tired of final bosses that look like this. I'm serious. It will never get old. It will never get tiring.
Our land is consumed with anxiety as it has never been before. All of it, foundation for my new, better world. You are but an audience, powerless to tread on history's stage. Let it begin.
We fight for your ideal world. Here and now.
I forgot his last name was Charadrius. They did mention that. I just totally forgot. Alright, well, who even knows what he's weak to?
Purify!
Fire. There's only one enemy.
Only to set it up.
Ah! E! Oh!
Quite a boost.
Okay.
You think yourself equal to a UG?
I'm gonna have him guard,
I stand ready.
just in case. Pierce? Okay, not bad. I resist Pierce. I resist everything. I forgot about that. I resist literally everything. Okay. So we need to have him guard. What is he weak to again? Is it strike? How do you look at your party again? What is he weak to? Wait, no, he's not weak to anything. No, he's weak to strike. Okay. Well, it seems like he just has a pierce move, so I think we're fine.
Watch me.
I knew he's weak to something physical, so that's the number one thing is, like, they combo off him, and that, like, completely ruins my turn order. Because then they just get to hit a bunch.
Let justice prevail. I will protect you.
My thanks.
Okay.
My ally. Now accept your fate.
Let's see. Actually, I should have meta-lined. We could maybe survive. Nah, Hulkenberg can't survive another turn.
Thanks.
Thank you.
For all that I believe.
This is just what I need. Going for the weak spot.
Okay.
Face my wrath.
Quadwing sweep. Fire. He's got everything, basically. Octawing crush. Oh, that's... Yeah, I knew it. That's pretty bad. Alright, well, he used it on the one person who could survive, which was me. That could have been bad. Could have been very bad, actually.
Everyone out for all that we strive
Alright, maxed out Mataru Kaja. Medica.
Thanks.
What's needed?
Yeah, so he has to guard or he has to be nullified at the end of every turn, basically. Yeah, fuck it. It's better for her to open up another weakness than it is for her to not.
Give it all you've got. It's our weakness.
By the swan.
That's your opening.
Oh, this is gonna be hard, man. What?
Now accept your
Guard.
Don't underestimate.
I'm getting fucking robbed, dude.
Going for the weak spot.
Take this.
Pierce. Okay, very nice.
Face my wrath.
Sweep. Sweep is probably slash. There we go. Physical dodge. I think that was her item that triggered that too.
They're weak to fire. Let's heat this place up.
Okay. Fire art.
Their weakness.
Oh,
That's your
power
opening,
of
Captain.
heroes.
How much time do we have left in our buffs?
Through this one.
All right, we could go one more turn without refreshing it.
Oh,
Got them
Thank
right
you.
in their weak spot.
My allies need help. And all power of King.
Will he be able to move again? I sure hope so. I might have to slide someone's turn over. Because he has to guard at the end of every turn, basically.
This might sting. Great job, Juna. Now they're
Behold.
weak spot.
Who's after
I walk
this?
a royal path.
I'm gonna buff instead of using 2. And then we slide Hulkenberg over, and then he can guard. Yes.
I will crush the fantasy in your heart.
to you.
Okay.
Now accept your fate.
Guard.
Face my wrath.
Oh my god! Yeah! Told you. Agility is good, man. Agility's strong as shit. I know what I'm doing. I'm a genius. So I should actually pass this. It's probably better for me to pass. So now I can move. And he can then guard.
That's your opening, Captain.
Alright, I think she does have to refresh Mataru. Yes, she does.
Quite a boost.
Thank you.
Be neither. I'll use what I must.
Medica.
I knew you'd help.
That helps.
Yeah, I might have her meta line instead. That might be a little bit better.
Soon enough. Fast dancer. Going for the weak spot, Juna. Now
Ah,
we're
shit, because I'm not going to be able to do anything for him. Oh, this could be bad.
The next one's yours.
Nice.
Omniguard will at least protect him for 1 turn. Every one of his moves is a fucking spread, so there's no point in using anything else.
I will protect you.
So hopefully he uses Crush first.
Face my
That is very unfortunate. Please use Pierce. Alright, someone dodged. Alright, perfect. That's completely manageable. He's gonna have a second form. There's no way it's this straightforward and easy. He's gonna have a final form. You already know it. Alright, we don't need to do anything with him.
We'll give you the behold this power.
He's not even like buffing himself or anything.
Great job, Juna.
And we don't even have like real final boss music. I guess that's the other giveaway. This is generic like
Oh,
boss music for this game.
bust.
Got them right in their weak spot.
I will crush the fantasy in your heart.
A defensive stance.
This is just what I need.
Hellfire.
Going for the weak spot.
Only the strong can prevail.
Is it even worth using Boatana? Because let's see, who moves next turn? Hulkenberg, Heismay. I mean, if I don't do anything, like, I lose the turn regardless, right? And I think I'm still buffed, so I might as well just attack. Even if it's weaker, it's better to put points on the board than to let the buff fade. And very nice. Between me or Heismay, someone is always dodging. Oh shit, anxiety.
Luis is gathering an unbelievable amount of magla around him. We can't let him finish whatever he's doing. Try to interrupt his attack somehow. Focus your
What,
attack.
damage?
We've got to stop him before he takes us out in one shot.
Okay.
With blade in hand.
He can't dodge, right?
My ally, a favor,
Alright.
if I may.
Here we go. Put a weakness on him. Maybe it's just it's attack relentlessly, just deal enough damage. There you go, like that. You just have to deal like 2,000 damage, maybe. Okay, that's not bad. Alright, should I meta line this? Do we need to refresh Mataru? Yes, we do, actually. Very nice.
Let us clean up.
Honestly, let's use one Magla potion on Juna. Oh wait, I didn't have him guard. Alright. Candion, which is what, lightning? Oh, fuck. Very nice, and that's it. We're done. One person needs to dodge. That's all that needs to happen. One person needs to just pull off a dodge, and then that we're fine. Agility might be the second most broken stat in this game. Unsurprisingly, tanking normally is not very great in a lot of these games. He's not about to lose it? No, she has a turn. Okay. So her turns are basically going to be Metaline, Mataru Kaja, and then Thunderstrike. Ideally not missing Thunderstrike. That would be really strong. Because now he can guard.
I will survive.
For all that I believe.
This might sting.
Okay.
Very good. By all means, challenge me. Stake everything you have on this battle. I will face your convictions head on and crush them. This is but my first step towards my ideal
What a
world.
crazy looking final boss, man.
There is no hope.
Oh, fuck. That's unfortunate. Wait, no. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's whatever. We'll just do a little bit less damage. Yeah, and his wings all say something. Anger. Did you see that? They have anger on one of the wings. I actually like that. Dude, the design on him is crazy. Fucking hell, man.
Observe the enemy.
Oh, that's so great, man.
Not moving to the front.
Is it time to refresh? Yeah, it is. It's already been 3 turns. Are you serious? God damn.
Quite a boost.
Yeah, look at where my MP is versus look at where Juna's MP is. Like, it's 2 different things, man.
I'll give you fast.
Oh, boy.
Going for the weak spot, Juna.
Only your strength.
Wait. Oh, we don't have enough. Fuck.
Let's go.
Whatever. I could Heroes Proving again. I think I kind of have to. Dakaja. What does Dakaja do? You piece of shit.
Sadly hurt. Over. Yes.
Oh, that's not on her, right? Okay, thank you. Alright, no more buffs.
Juna, are you okay?
For all that we strive for.
I mean, honestly, like, okay, here's the thing. Should I still buff? Because, like, if I buff every turn, that's 1 turn icon he has to use to dispel. So I'm willingly sacrificing it. And if he doesn't, we take less damage. So it's like a win-win for me, because I could guarantee one of his 2 or 3, I think he has 3 icons, maybe? One of his icons is going to be used to undo one of mine. So, like, is it worth it? Or would it just be better to just go on the offensive now and just, like, try to blow through him? Especially since Juna's about to be out of MP. I don't know who we bring in instead. We gotta bring in someone who's not weak to, like, oh shit. Well, everyone's weak to something, basically. That's the only problem. Juna's weak to electricity, and Heisman is weak to strike. So no matter what, he can hit someone regardless. It's just easier to cover someone who isn't. I have to use triangle. Wind. I don't think we've seen him use wind yet, but you know he definitely has it. No, he did. He used cyclone. That's a lie. Ah.
I'm counting on you.
Fight.
I did not mean to do that. That was a
Ancient
complete
magic,
mistake.
gather to me now.
Oh, souls of kings, give me strength.
I don't think you could get rid of critical rate, though. Who's next? Juna's next. Oh, fuck. No, I fucked up. I didn't mean to do that. We could just swap Juna out. I think that's probably better. But we need this dude to heal. No, I guess Hulkenberg can just Metal Line, so maybe I didn't need to swap her out.
It's okay. I'm all prepared.
Might have overdone that a bit. No, but she needs to Metal Line this turn, right? No, but this is his weakness. Okay, cool. Yes. So Metal Line.
My thanks.
Thank you.
That helped.
I pray you're ready.
You can't raise it twice, right?
No, not this.
No, I don't think so. What is he even weak to? Light and dark. Has he used Madoon? Man, how do they give this guy 2 weaknesses? Seriously. You know what? Fuck it. I've got this. It would be cool if he had like a custom line. That would be really funny. Very nice. Oh shit, we have to do the same thing again. Perfect, so we bring her back in so we could break this easily. Even though that's kind of whatever.
We've got to stop him before he takes
Who's
it out
next?
in one shot.
Ah, fuck. Might as well have him heal then.
How's this?
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I will fight with pride. I
Okay.
won't hold back.
You think Omniscience does more damage? Heavy Almighty. Heavy Magic.
Maybe not.
Or Heavy Light.
Freeze! Light!
Oh!
By the sworn oath of knighthood.
Yeah, I think I just have to keep Juna in.
Time to switch.
Time for the leading lady. Juna, are you okay? Look what you're about to drop.
Going for the weak spot.
We have to use items on her.
I will crush the fantasy in your heart.
Unfortunately, I don't think we have like elixirs in this game, do we? No, here we go. We could use this on her. That makes way more sense. We're at the end of the game anyway. Perfect.
For all that I believe.
I'll lend a hand to hit their weakness.
That's still not enough.
Hey, Captain.
How much do I need to hit him? There we go. Yeah, it's about 1,500 damage you have to do to break him. I don't know if it's genuinely a one-shot or if it's just really heavy damage. I would prefer not to be hit by it either way. Okay.
Wallow in despair.
Yeah, now he starts to heal himself.
Face my wrath.
Oh, did I have the Zoot Guard? Fuck. Hamadine.
Are you prepared?
Ah, shit. Hyper's magic, right? Hyper's the opposite of charge, I think.
Face me. We need not push ourselves.
Okay.
That helped.
Let's go. We'll do this together.
Roast him.
Their weakness. That's your opening, Captain.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, should I just sacrifice 1 turn worth of action to do this? I think it's honestly better, right? Because, like, if I buff and I debuff him, he has to Dekunda or Dekaja himself or my party. And that's going to take up 1 of his turns. So, like, we're sacrificing... We are bleeding Hulkenberg's MP to do that, but I feel like it's better to do that than to not.
Going for the weak.
I don't even know if you could remove those kinds of statuses.
Something new.
Okay. Yeah, see, he has to waste a turn to do this.
My shoulder.
Take this.
There you go. Pierce. Hamadine. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Fortunately, he resists it, so goodbye. Very nice.
Lend me your
You hit a light character with a light thing. You're lucky it doesn't reflect, man. That would be really funny. Yeah, here we go. It's fine.
My thanks.
That helped.
If only we could debuff him at the same time, that would be really good too.
Great job, Juna.
But I think you can't debuff him. You can't give him status ailments, so... Oh well. Guard.
Stand ready.
Let's
For
go.
all that I believe.
Burn. Come.
Actually, wait, hold on.
First, may yet cling
See, now he might have to waste 2 turns. He's gonna Dakunda and Dakaja. Think about that. Think about how good that... Oh, no, he'll only do 1. Okay. Very nice, and his turn's over. This is what I'm talking about. We're wasting his turns by forcing his AI to do something that's not advantageous to him. It would just be better for him to attack multiple times. We're gaming him. This is lit. This is good. Alright, and we are doing very well in HP. I don't know if I have to heal this turn, especially if I'm going to Hulkenberg distract. Oh, but she's out of MP. Okay, so we have to Mataru Kaja.
Quite a boon.
Thank you.
You fight well. This is
We got him. We just keep this cycle up. We're good.
There is no hope for you.
Deceit was the other wing. Okay, that's cool. That all the wings are named. I like that. Oh, here we go.
To me.
Focus your attacks. We've got to stop him before he takes us out in one shot.
Yeah, but he has to heal.
Thank you.
That helped.
Behold, I come forth, royal soul.
Okay.
Get him! Hit their weakness.
Oh,
That's your
power
opening,
of
Captain.
heroes! No.
She has to use an item on herself. Do I use a Magla Feast when we're so close to the end of the fight? Nah, she doesn't need that much.
I'll give you the...
Watch me.
How many turns do we have left? So I could use Hellfire, pass on Heizme. Yeah, I don't know if I want to game this because she might not deal enough damage. So maybe I'd probably hold off. We just stick with what works, and we use Boatana here.
Fight well.
So we'll pass on 1 turn here. There you go, broke it.
Dissolving.
Wallow in this.
Unfortunately, we didn't debuff him, so he heals. It's better to debuff him because he doesn't heal then. Mega Dolon? Loan? Okay,
For all that we strive for!
there you go.
A mystic shield!
Much thanks. You fight well.
Behold this power.
This is not
Great
over.
job, Juna. Now
Let us clean up this.
It really sucks that he moves first, because now I have to hit with a weaker move instead.
We need not push ourselves.
My turn order's kind of fucked a bit.
helped.
You fight well. But this is not over.
Hit their weakness.
I stand
That's your
ready
opening, Captain.
with blade in
Thunder
hand.
Strike. That'll give us 2 turns of breathing room.
Standing, I see.
There is no
See?
hope for you.
My debuff! Oh, shit. Alright, now someone dodge this. Ah, fuck. He's metagaming. He literally just undid everything I did, but he was forced to waste one of his... God damn it! Well, it works out. It wasn't... That was probably the worst possible set of actions he could have taken, and it still worked out, and we're still fine.
Thank you.
Oh, she has no MP. Fuck.
Let's stay calm. Lend me your strength.
Hit their weakness. Nice. That's your opening, Captain.
This won't do.
She has no MP. Damn, 50 MP for her is a lot, dude. She has no regen. I think... Oh, I didn't put the thing on. Did I put any... Yeah, I put abilities on her. I should have given her the MP regen. I didn't think of it. That's actually better than the other moves I gave. Why do I even have on that slash move? No one in this game is weak to slash. That was really stupid of me. No one in this game is weak to slash, ever. There's probably like 5 enemies that are weak to it. Everyone else is... Okay, thank you. Yeah, don't worry about giving someone a slash move. Like, once they have 2 or 3 different ways to attack, they're fine. Like, it made sense earlier if someone was resistant to slash to have a pierce move and vice versa. Now we have like multiple ways of attacking. Hulkenberg doesn't even really attack anymore in my game. Like, let's be fair here. She doesn't really fight. I just have her stay there and defend, or basically bait buffs or cleanses from the bosses. That's what I have Hulkenberg do, pretty much. I don't know why I put on Dark Sword. This was really stupid of me.
First fire, yet cling to life.
Come on.
What? Oh no, not her. Whoa, I was like, what the fuck is this menu?
Great job, Juna.
me not. I stand ready.
You fight well.
Wait, what?
We'll do this together.
He's really close. He could die from this. He probably won't. Nope, he's dead. Alright, obviously that's not his final form. I just hope we get an MP restoration.
I do not fear death. And yet...
I lost, but not yet. You thought it was over? It's never over, motherfucker. Alright, put that point right into agility.
I admit,
I shall strike.
Excellent.
I wonder what 99 agility looks like.
It seems I've
Complete luck-based strats, man. Watch it be ass. That would be so funny. Hey, he's back to normal.
I think we've won this one.
So the power I have now is not enough. The Magla drawn to the royal scepter has faded more than I expected. Just as I thought. I would be a fool to underestimate you, but I made a decision that day. Even if history remembers me as a destructor king, I will put an end to the injustices of this world.
What? What are you?
He's gonna cheat.
You. Clearly no half measures will do. If I'm to take your lives, I must stake my own, and all its power.
Damn, we can't get close. Tis tremendous.
He's our farming.
I have a vision, and you will interfere with it no longer. Wait!
Of course. Psych, the game doesn't end here. It ends on New Year's. That would be so funny. Oh my god! What?
His gauntlet.
Who's piloting it?
That's the royal scepter. If we let him buy time, there's no telling what he'll do.
Bloody hell! We can't even go after him.
There's no time to go back down to land and reorganize. We'll do whatever it takes to get that scepter back before the dawn.
I guess we have to get Nurse to fly us. Otherwise, what? Evening? What? Yeah, we have to get him to fly us.
Ah, everyone! That bastard Luis took
We know.
the Skyrunner.
Yes, we know. Can you go after him?
It'd be suicide, lad. Though, suppose it's too late to back down now. Well, I was saving some reserve power for the trip home. But if we're using it here, we're using it here.
Gulliver is nearing its limit. Even if we catch up to him, we may not have a way to get into the Charadrius. But we don't have a choice. We need to put a stop to Luis to the destruction he would cause. We're probably going to have to air ram him.
Well, chums, batten down the hatches and brace for the storm.
That's why that fight is the point of no return,
Hold to
basically.
it now. Get in. I'll just fire up the...
Look over there! Enemies! Ugh, of all times.
Okay, we're leaving.
Wait, how many are there? Where did they all come from?
He's trying to slow us down. Ain't like Luis to put off a fight, but I suppose he's too cornered to be picky anymore.
Hold on. The old girl's still barely holding together. She can't take off that quickly.
What do we do?
Buy time.
Your Highness, you get in the runner first. We'll buy you some time for takeoff.
We can fight them together.
Fight them together.
No.
No, you go.
Even if we get the Skyrunner off the ground, it'll all be for naught if anything happens to you. Ugh, no need to fuss anyway. We'll just kick them around for a bit while preparations are underway. Does that work for everyone else?
Fine. Suppose I'll keep you company.
Basically, the whole
You
party's
suggested
staying behind.
I would have done
Maybe the
so
final
much.
fight is just like a one-on-one that you can't really lose.
What else are we gonna do? Twiddle our thumbs inside while Norris does all the way.
Nearest, don't let us down now.
Right. I'll get it done, damn it. Hop in, Your Highness.
Well, let's do this.
We hold the line!
These are the fucking weirdest looking enemies. And they all died.
We must endure this.
Yeah, basically it's using all their other personas. If only Summoner was this good in game. Wow, this frame rate is really low. Very nice.
Got it! We're powered!
Not good. They're going for the Sky Runner.
Wait, they circled around? Dude, is this guy just T-posing on us?
Hey, what are you doing?
Sure you want to die next to me, old man? Thought you ate platypus.
Aye, it's true, I don't understand.
Yeah, it's true, I do. But I'm dying next to a comrade.
Boy.
Let's go!
Oh no, it's just some other gauntlet runner. I guess he has multiple, whatever. Wait, he's not using that? That's so funny, man. I never made him a thief.
We fly!
Death.
What? A noble must protect his people! Take this!
Finally, I've earned my title.
It's like a full circle for him. I'm sure they'll be fine, I guess.
She flies. Straight and steady. Our kingdom is in your hands, my prince.
I like how we just didn't even pick them up.
We gotta go back! Everyone, they're going to!
We can't go back now.
We have to!
Take cover in the back.
I'm gonna ram it.
You made my dreams come true. You and the rest of them. If we live, we'll meet again.
What are you...
Let's fly!
Full speed ahead! I mean, he did say we weren't going to be able to catch up to him normally. Well, everyone's dead. He's just standing. Well, damn, that was quite the show.
You've lost everything.
This guy is such a
And
hater.
yet still here you stand. I must say your audacity is almost admirable. However, you rejected me, and I will not relinquish the royal scepter. Since we cannot come to terms, we can only decide this through battle. I have but one final question. Prince, do you wish to stop me? Or do you wish to be king?
They're one and the same.
You truly want.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
They're the same thing.
But they are not. The king shouldered.
I won't be like the last
king.
king. Yeah.
And still his paradise never came. You need only look at the kingdom now to see that. But it hardly matters now. My ascension is complete. With my own hands, I will tear apart these lie-laced dreams and bury the past. Here ends the royal bloodline and the legacy of the archetypes. We stand on the threshold of a new dawn. A new age.
I can't listen to any more.
Yeah, I've been listening to this for
What
quite a
new
long
age?
time, man.
What do you know about him? All you do is destroy. You refuse to believe in dreams. That's why you can't believe in anything that's gradual, complicated, and slow to change. All that means is that you give up on everything. You'll never beat us. You're nothing but a coward trying to escape this reality for one you made up.
The time for words has passed.
I don't care what the fairy has to say.
So be it.
Damn, they really gave him aura farming cutscenes. Alright, we need to do some shit like this, since he's going back to this form again.
Such intense magla.
Oh, come on.
The quintessential force of the archetype. Is this all?
Such strength. How? It's happening so quickly.
Behold! This is the Royal Scepter's potential. Resist no longer. As I said, I would rather not force needless death upon you. Embrace it once more. Take your true form and become worthy of my new world.
Yeah, what if we don't turn into a monster this time? Like, what if our true form is exactly as we are?
You are unfazed by the melancholy. Yet you thirst.
Have some more!
Of the magma.
Enjoy! All things considered, not the worst thing that's happened in an SMT game.
Not again.
What?
Stop. No.
That was pretty badass.
This can't be. Wake up! I said wake up! Hey, please.
My obstacles are clear. The boy
Open your eyes.
is no more.
Wake up! Please. You have to wake up.
How exactly is the book going to help us? Oh, more. I'm fine.
Are you awake now? I summoned you just in time. Do you remember what happened? What you've done?
Yeah, I ripped out my heart.
Ripped out my... I'm frankly amazed you would go to such lengths, even to fight back against the spell. If I hadn't saved you, you really would be
Yeah,
dead.
that really was
But rest
stupid.
assured, we're finally safe. As for where we are far, far away from that hellish world. Do you remember the first time we met?
I was sure you would find a clue in your journey that might reveal where in the world this place is. So I believed anyway, but I was wrong. From the start. This place is... It was never of that world to begin with.
Oh my god. It was all a dream.
Maybe there's a better way to put it.
It's a jail.
Is a place that exists between reality and fantasy. In other words, the world we've been living in is fantasy. The journey was all an illusion.
An illusion?
There's nothing but despair in that world. And it will never get better.
Oh, he's giving up.
It's an endless, painful...
He's gonna try to convince you to just give up.
Hell. I'd always believed that creating a utopia was possible. And if there was desire, then I thought maybe one day someone would achieve it. But I came to realize I was mistaken. In the end, fantasy is just that. A fantasy. But all that primordial chaos only exists in that world. The world of reality is nothing like that. Really, it's an environment you should know quite well. You've come to know so much of it already. Through text on a page.
Yeah, the book.
Now, behold!
This is a crazy twist. But basically, he's gonna be like, you know what? We could just live in the real world. But we already know the real world has been destroyed.
Isn't this?
Indeed. It's the world I wrote accounts of in my novel.
He sounds a little different, too.
Until now, you've thought this world a mere fantasy. But it's not.
So the world I know is all an illusion. And the world of the novel is... reality?
Surely you already
What is it, Shibuya?
There is no deadly magic. No prejudice between its
The
people.
perfect world, Japan!
Now, all you have to do is admit that everything you've been through has been nothing but a story. Just a fantasy. Then this can be your perfect reality.
Yeah, basically just give up. Nah, they do this in all these games. There's always a fake out halfway or like really close to the end. What is going on?
Your journey of revolution was just a passing dream. Let me take you back to reality.
He's gonna call you by the other name, too. Yeah, what about my friends?
What happened to my friends?
They're not
You
real.
don't have to worry. As long as you can accept that this place is real, everyone will be safe.
Okay, that wasn't magic, though?
Point of redemption. Change is impossible. The royal magic was supposed to be the turning point, but it was all for nothing. In the end, people don't want their world to change. They just want someone to be a sponge for their infinite anxieties. That's all. You can't
That's not
blame
terribly
Louise
wrong.
for wanting to end that cycle. How could anyone accept that they lived in a world that miserable?
I understand you right now. We're not gonna give up. They do this in every Persona game. There's always like a last minute, hey, what if you just give in and just like act like none of this counts or matters? No, we're not gonna do that.
I don't want to give up.
We're gonna find out this is the king. This is his original anxieties and stuff. Even his anxieties caused him to give up and split himself, probably.
My, such disbelief on your face. But once you stop to consider it, the ideas fall apart. Come now. Magic? Some otherworldly force capable of anything with anxiety as its fuel? A fanciful idea to sustain a fantasy world. Illusion.
Yeah, let's do something else, like taxes.
Those curiosities in academia, they were there because of the place's connection to true reality. And not even they could endure.
Was it really all an illusion? Even magic?
You don't believe me. Why is that?
Yeah, this place isn't real. And I have unfinished business. It could be real.
But why? What unfinished business remains in an unwinnable battle? If I hadn't saved you, you would have died there.
Job's not
You don't
finished.
have to chase your fears and anxieties based on some misguided concept of justice. It was all illusory, and there is no shame in accepting that. Reality is a monolith. Reality is unchangeable. So stay here in Utopia. in the place you loved reading.
This isn't a fantasy? You're right, change isn't possible. No, this is not utopia.
It isn't a utopia.
This is actually the escape. I've been thinking about it for some time. Does the novel truly depict the ideal world?
You deny it? Will you deny that the world of the novel is utopia?
I understand now, it's hard to say, but this place isn't an ideal world after all. I mean, do the people even ever move? And...
I can at least cast my usual spell for you. It's the small comforts, right? Music was the first magic this world ever knew after all. Makes the road a little easier, right?
that was really early, holy shit. The melody I've come to know echoes around me, rousing my spirit once more. Magic hasn't been lost.
The journey, my friends, they were as real as anything I've known.
Why won't you understand? Please, I don't want you to die. I can't lose anything else. Truly, I see. I understand now. I remember. I had indeed lost everything. Despite my lofty ideals, I lost everything. Academia, the woman I loved, even my only child. Reality isn't just cruel. It's cruel beyond.
Yeah, it's him.
Of change.
That's why he accepted that Forden was going to kill him. And then Luis did instead.
And end my misery.
Who are you?
Who are you?
Me.
Hithlodius,
If I
probably.
were to call myself by a name you know, my name
Yeah.
is Hithlodius the Fifth. I once reigned as king.
He split himself.
Or I am half
Yeah.
of one, to be accurate.
It's cool you could piece this together
I was
ahead of
born
time.
The very magic that split the prince in twain and gave rise.
I think him reacting to the soul voice is what kind of gave it away to me.
No, it is not real. We are inside the book you hold. It served as your key to visiting me. This was the form of my youth. When first I entered the ancient sanctum. Perhaps it would be best to call me the
So why the name
discarded
Moore?
Shadow of idealism. I once took such joy and passion from my ideals. I truly believed that I might end the strife and discrimination that plagued our people across 9 endless years. But the tremendous incomprehension and injustice that defines our world, it was more than I could bear. It broke me. And Luis is likely going through the same thing.
Yeah, it broke him too.
Save you from that despair. I understand now that I would do this as your father. I could not bear to lose my child a second time. If you stay here, at least you'll be saved. Do you truly still want to leave this place and risk your life to face a reality you can't change?
If I stay, I've already lost. Yeah, that's true.
If I stay here, then I've already lost.
You are on the cusp of dying at Luis's hands.
Yeah, you rip your own heart out, you're gonna go back and die immediately. No, we'll be fine somehow.
I can't let you throw your life away against that man. I must stop you. Even if you come to hate me for it. Fantasy is a curse, sweet in seeming. And if I must save you from it, I will teach you what reality is.
Oh, Lord. How hard is this gonna be?
I suppose how I promised to travel the world someday is destined to be only
Yeah, that sucks.
unfulfilled dream. Archetypes embody the power of heroes who sought to change the world. And even having mastered such power against Luis, you could accomplish nothing. I wrote all my ideas into my novel, but my love's death showed me how empty it all was. You cannot sacrifice your one life for an empty dream.
Alright, well, I have to try. What am I supposed to do? Give up?
That those ideals will only invite ruin. If no one else, you must live. That world is beyond your help. Beyond any utopia. You must face reality, my son.
What is he even weak to? Who even knows?
Maybe not. Let's go.
Radiance?
Flare.
Oh, he doesn't have a lot of HP.
This is for your sake.
So why more and why a pyramid?
I will show you the
Seeker's Gale, okay. Well, he maximized his defense. This is going to be very annoying.
So you would vainly struggle onward in the real world. The novel I wrote for you seems to have kindled only ideals of naivete in you. Then even my folly has come to haunt you. My mistakes poison your life. As your father, you leave me no choice. I will put an end to this madness.
Alright. Giant slice. Alright, he doesn't do a lot of damage. This is the definition of a story fight, basically. He just doesn't do enough. He's too weak. I'm gonna big ball. This could be terrible. This could be a horrible fucking idea. Gonna blow all my MP with no backup.
You must face reality.
This is probably my best move, Radiance. That's really funny. Hey, look, it's still my turn. Very, very nice. That's one of the cooler looking moves.
It was in this story, in this book, where you found your ideals. Haven't you always dreamt of utopia? Why do you resist it now? Why refuse me?
Alright. Hey, look, it's still my turn. Adamant Nightblade. Amadine. I wonder how unlucky you would have to be to actually lose. Like, think about that. How unlucky would you have to be to lose this fight? Like, it's probably possible if you just miss every attack.
You were my first reader. You of all people have to understand. This is for your sake.
Okay.
Reasonable.
Let's go.
Alright, keep going. He's gonna keep beaming him every turn. He's got one more turn. So how is this going to heal the fact that we lost our heart? Like, we literally ripped our own heart out to not be turned into a monster again.
So this is what it means to truly strive toward an ideal. What irony. After I spoke of fulfilling my dream alongside you.
Alright. Not even one final level up. Now imagine the final boss is completely impossible.
To see the archetypes brought to such heights in so little time. If you go back now, your ambitions will avail you nothing. You'll only die a dog's death. What is it that drives you so?
Alright. Yeah, you gave up, I won't.
Give up on your hopes.
Chastise
No, I will
him.
not.
What? You think I chose to give up? Are you this determined to cling to your beliefs? Is that truly what separates us and keeps me confined here? Such power. Can it be? No matter how dire your fate, you never gave up. You surmounted every barrier, gathered and united soul after soul, and now, at last, across 3 nations, 8 tribes, and humankind. To unite heroes across such abyssal divides would require surpassing power. The king of all archetypes. Is that the role you would seize? A true king in body and soul.
Do you hear me?
Wait, they caught up, sweet!
Wake up!
They're not dead.
voices reach you? Even here? It would seem your future is not yours alone to decide.
Right. I have a fight to win. Goodbye, Dad.
To win. Support and honor of your allies. Yes.
Thanks for
The
nothing.
very power that reveals paths beyond your own perspective. I see. That is whence you draw your power. Neglect anxiety, and magic will lead to ruin. Even before the War of Destruction, the downfall was foretold. Yet still, they met their prophesied end. Perhaps archetypes are the will of humankind of old, left to us. A plea that we learn from their failures, that we might rebuild the future ripped from them.
Okay. Yeah, we don't know that it can't be done.
We don't know that it can't be done.
Fascinating. Even as you face down the gravest oppression of reality, still you persist. Still you seek the world's unknowns as precious possibility. I see. Well, if you can believe there is more to the story than the end I see, then it is yours to tell. Once you return to reality, this place will surely fade as the dream it is. I, myself, will not be spared. Unlike you, my other half is long gone. And any reunion, lost. But if I truly am the idealized soul and hope of your father...
Oh, okay.
Then before I fade, I entrust you with the power of my life. Not as the author Moore, but as your father, the king.
This dude is gonna be so mad. He's gonna be like, brother, what do I have to do to fucking kill you at this point? The city before me fades away. What do I have to do to kill you at this point? Like, come on now. I used my ultimate twice, it's not enough. I'm back in academia. I wrote my ideals as a fantasy novel because I believe there... Should have been voiced, by the way. I believe there's power in fantasy. Though all my story ultimately did was trail in the glories of the past, perhaps yours will show us the true power of fantasy. So carry on as you would. Make your final preparations. My time as Moore may be coming to an end, but I can continue to serve you in that role. This could very well be my last time here. I should ensure I leave with no regrets. So this is it. This is the ultimate finale. We're going to make a new save, because if I'm stuck here, that's going to be bad. At least we'll be able to reattempt things. We're going to blow all our items for this, because this could be fucking insane, dude. We could be really out of our depth. Wouldn't be the first time I played a game like this, an RPG like this, and you get to the end, all the bosses up to the end are great, easy, fine, totally cool. Final boss, completely different animal, completely different beast. You have to spend tons of time prepping for it. I guess we're gonna figure it out, but I'm pretty sure everyone is as high as I could get them. The only thing that maybe you could argue is maybe I put Yufa back on Summoner so she could debuff. That's probably like the only thing maybe worth doing, is like, because we're not gonna get her any higher than this anyway. That's maybe the number one thing I would consider. Or at least put her back on Soul Hacker, because it would give her more stats. Yeah, because at least she has Void Wave, she has a couple other things, so maybe I just put her on that. Put her back. No, but the Mage King staff. Fuck. It's gotta be one of these. Ah, fuck, dude. Well, we have some options at least. We have Megami, which is a full heal for 20 MP. Raises a barrier. Fire. See, this is heavy. This is medium. This is heavy. And then we have two... Look. Y'all should have changed this. This is the worst class by far. I'm sure there's good setups with it. It's just very, very annoying. I don't like how it plays out. So we'll give ourselves Tarukaja, Adventurous Curiosity... Diama, we'll take off this, and we'll put on, do we have a wind move? No. We'll put on Void Wave. Yeah, we'll put her back on this. What does the Mage King staff do? I think it just ups the power of all magic, right? Something like that. Increases max MP by 30%, probably gonna help more. She could side heal. So once June is exhausted, we could swap her out, or if Hulkenberg isn't really helping, we could swap her out in lieu of Yufa. And we could have multiple support players just constantly buff me and feed me items so I could just be like a cannon and just try to blast this dude non-stop. Ironically, the class I was shitting on is now going to come back to save me in the 11th hour.
Now that you're saved.
As for the Seeker's research, allow me to close the book on it. It's already well beyond the scope of anything I could have imagined.
Ah, how good of you to come.
It will be of no additional use to you. Rather, I feel as though I'm the one who's benefited from it. Wow, so you can't even do it anymore. Yeah. You get to the end of the game, he's like, you know what, actually, you can't, there's nothing more for me to teach you, in fact. Can't do that. Soul Hacker. Warlock. Oh, we can make a Warlock. A weakness to Pierce. Which one was a Warlock again? Elemental Master. We never made this. We need a Mage's Mask. We don't have a Moon Mask. I mean, we could make this. Why not? Make the Warlock Mask. Now, the real question is, how are we all going to show up there? Like, I should be dead, and everyone else should also be super dead. I don't know how that works out, but whatever. It's an RPG, right? Like, what are we going to do at the very end of the game? Be like, you know what would be cool, actually? Death. And then that's it. The game ends. We don't need to make the Berserker Mask. Alright. What was the thing I wanted to change on Hulkenberg, was it? Yeah, fuck Dark Sword. Flawless. Increases defense. Shield Blessing. Recovers significant amount. I think I just put this on. Shield Arts is sometimes helpful, but I don't think we're going to be able to lower his accuracy. I think we're stuck as we are. So what about everyone else, basically? Unfortunately, we're not going to get Stroll to level. We're 2 levels away from getting him maxed out on Warlord. So easily on New Game Plus, I could have him maxed out. Mataru Kaja. I don't even think Perfect Punch is that great. Muraku Kaja. Masuku Kaja. Rebellion. Front boost. I don't know. I never really used Stroll after a point. Magic is kind of really strong in this game. And I think I just keep all my elements. What do you think? Yeah, Godly Blessing is too good to pass up. Godly Blessing makes this actually better than Savior. You'd have to inherit it. Diama, Medica, Samara Karm. Cause see how this just kind of doesn't work? Cause like I need these moves. Like I'm not gonna use Medicall. That's double MP for the same thing. Like yeah, that's why. Unfortunately, as much as I like Savior, using Savior is just like a cosmetic thing to me. Because like it's just not worth it. Cleric is just better. Even though you have some of these other moves, like I'm never gonna use Recarm and Raideni. Like Medica is all we really need. We could put Diama and Penpatra on because they come from later. Well, Penpatra comes from a later class. It just works out better. And then we have Samara Karm. Well, we have items as well. So, like, we technically don't even need to use Samara Karm. Unfortunately. I think Heizme is as good as he's going to get. Juna is as good as she's going to get, right? Basically, she could hit every element besides wind, which is fine. What does this even get? I don't even know. Whatever. Who even fucking knows at this point? They wanted her to be she was someone's favorite on the dev team. And Basilio joined so late, there's nothing I could give him. So, like, I'm never going to be able to use Basilio, unfortunately. I really hate that. Increases attack by 10. What a shame. He would have been really good. It's just a shame. Like, I like him as a character, but like, this is not it's just not gonna work out, man. He's not here long enough. So he just doesn't earn enough to be able to buy stuff. Oh, here we go. It's a scroll containing the formula for royal magic. I finally understand it all now. This is unmistakably the formula for the royal magic invoked by the king. Small wonder it was found in this room, for I myself am the former king who wrote it, at least in part. The royal magic brought many wonders to fruition, but the essence of my spell stems from one simple wish. The desire for guidance. One who would bring about the emergence of a hero, a seeker who would play an indispensable role in making this country rediscover the virtue it had lost. Not in my wildest fantasy could I have imagined you, whom I thought long dead, would become that hero. Through the power of guidance, a hero emerges. Then the seeker archetype I awakened to was... After I committed the formula, I used the royal scepter to invoke the magic that would put things into motion upon my death. Once it began, those words coursed through my mind. I know not what spurred me to do so, but I wrote them all down with frantic urgency. That's why the language of a faraway land is scrawled throughout the scroll. Even now, I don't know the full significance of them. However, I can only imagine they were an essential part in reaching the true seeker I sought. In any case, that very hero appears before me now. The cogs have been set in motion, can no longer be stopped. Oh, great hero, I entrust the future of this kingdom to you. He's speaking directly to you.
What now?
Lit. Alright. It's time. I like how it's been an actual hour. Well, I don't know what we're gonna face out there.
All right.
If you leave here, you'll never be able to return. Are you certain you've done all you need to? When you leave that door, predicament awaits you. If that's even a strong enough word, Luis transformed into a demon and at his side, death itself. But you have already overturned your fated demise once. If you do emerge victorious and become king, you will truly have proven your ideals correct. That fantasy is not just an empty dream, but one with the power to change the world. Ha! It seems as though my novel has outlived its usefulness. Feel free to leave the old book here. From now on, you'll be the one writing the story, your own true tale of fantasy.
The kingdom rests in your hands now. If there is yet any value to believing in something beyond us, prove to me that fantasy has the power to color reality.
Will do.
Now, onward, O King of a new dawn.
Listen, I haven't won yet. It could get way worse. This final boss could literally be impossible.
Everyone, he's awake.
Is he all right?
Jesus.
Thank the stars.
Huh. Considering it was we who engaged Amata's gambit, this must be rather humorous to him.
We pulled through, thanks to Neurus. Can't believe he caught us mid-plummet on that busted Skyrunner.
Well, don't leave out Heis, mate. Wouldn't have expected his wings to be so handy.
Never again.
Carrying you impossible.
We're in good shape. Our wounds have already healed. It was all so fast.
Yeah, this is a trope I'm a little tired of, I'm not gonna lie. I don't hate him for it, but yeah.
True. It's bound to be everyone hoping the best for us below. Like what Louis said. Only the magic working in reverse. What?
He's coming down like Kefka. I love it. I love this so much. He is aura farming. I take it back. This is lit. Coming down on a golden beam of sunlight.
Why? Why do you still stand in defiance? What drives such tenacity?
Luis! The world is full of injustice. Not everything you've said is wrong. Much as it hurts to admit.
Yet, you would give up because you see no other way. And no future can come from that. We may struggle with fear and anxiety, but we shape our own destiny with our own hands. I have no doubts.
Yes, you're a man who has endured tragedy. It's foolish, I know, all this talk of belief. I know well. That said, if you cast aside all belief, all that remains is to endure a slow death.
As for me, I believe things can change. I have to. Singing and believing aren't so far apart, right? Even then, my songs touched you too. I know they did.
After I'd idealized my death more than I ever did my life, thanks to a chance encounter, everything changed for me. Now I can hope for the best, without fearing for the worst. The possibilities are endless. If you ask me, that's what magic is.
Luis, you got all these people who believe in you, because you gave them a shred of hope. And now, you want to crush their hope. Maybe you're the one who's scared. Deep down, you're afraid to admit to yourself, you're the one who's hopeless now.
Luis, the fairies came to live in the Sanctum. But do you know why we chose it? The Elder tribe. We admired the people of humanity. To make our dreams into realities, we have to trust each other. When people do that, that's what makes them so amazing. If you deny the power of trust, if you make the world a place where it can't exist, then you're just plain wrong!
Fools. These false foundations. Who in their right mind could promise such fantasies?
What a cool final boss.
I will never let injustice be repeated. Never again!
And I'll do it by committing one more myself! Too much power! Oh shit, they're wings of himself! I love this. That is the coolest, man. Oh shit! Look at this!
His aura is entirely different. It's a magla burst. Luis is becoming a human.
Come on then! No choice now. We prove ourselves with all that we are!
This is gonna be impossible.
Go then. This is our final battle!
SMT got really good looking enemies, man.
The world must be shattered, and again it must be rebuilt anew.
1 and 2 finger swords.
You will die in tribute to my
No, it's crucifixes. What the fuck?
We will win.
The Mask of Ire, the Mask of Mirth, and the Mask of Joy.
Now accept your fate.
Ah.
Too much, perhaps.
Pass.
A favor, if I may.
I'll give you the whole.
Well, there's multiple.
Going for the weak spot. Great job, Juna.
Lend me your
Now
strength.
they're weak to something new.
On your guard.
You hit their weak
Very
point.
nice.
That's your opening, Captain.
I don't know. We buff. I don't know what to do with her.
Much thanks.
That helped.
Guard.
I will survive.
Alright, die. The Cold World. Chance of inflicting anxiety has reached its peak. Do we even buff? Okay, good. That's good. We're gonna waste a turn. He has 5 turns? Oh my god, dude. Okay, thank you. Holy fuck, that hits like a truck. That's pretty brutal that that did that much damage. To Hulkenberg of all people, too.
That's your opening, Captain.
I mean, like, okay, here's the thing. Should I even leave Hulkenberg in? I mean, I guess, and then we could save Yuffie for later if we need multiple debuffs. I guess, would it just be better for... Oh, shit. What's the play here? Do we intentionally bait out a Dekaja every turn? Or do we meta line and then and basically try to save Heisme for later? What is the play? Okay, who's moving after? I'm trying to think. I think we just roll. I think we roll with it. I think we do exactly what we've done, and if we fail, we try something new. I think we don't overthink it and try to like metagame it too hard. I wonder if this is the right play though. And then if we need to feed Juna Magla Feasts, we feed her Magla Feasts. Is it worth extending this turn? I don't really think so. Yeah, no.
Hold on.
I think we hit anyway. You know what, actually? Fuck it. Might as well move her to the back row. She doesn't fight anymore anyway. With no sacrifices to offer up, the area remains calm. So what are the sacrifices? The Blizzaton, oh shit. Very nice.
The inequities of the world can only be cleansed if the strong subsume the weak. Now, be a noble sacrifice.
Uh-oh.
Sacrifice yourself to the new age.
He puts one of the people in his mouth. Okay.
Is he trying to swallow those people? Wait,
This is a satanic reference, which I think is really funny. I'm pretty sure in the 9th circle of hell, Satan is eating people.
Attack him before he swallows more.
Okay, can we... Okay, so I guess maybe we just focus down the one. I'm gonna heal here.
He knew you'd help.
I'm pretty sure it's chewing on Judas and, what, Pontius Pilate? My remembrance of the 9th circle of hell is really bad. Okay. Good job, Judah! Did he drop it? Yeah, he spat it out. Good. It's like you hit him on the back of the head. Spit that shit out! Ah! Yeah, they're being eternally chewed on for betraying Jesus. If my remembrance is correct. With the sacrifices lost, the area is calm. The Blizzaton. He didn't debuff me, so it kind of evens out, actually, I think. Slam. What?!
Where it ends.
Bro, does Heat Riser raise crit? Did I miss something? I feel like I did. I think Heat Riser raises crit. Oh, God, fuck! That's so annoying, man.
Someone help her get back in the
Shit.
Going for the weak spot. Great job, Juna. Now they're weak to something new.
Spit it out. Oh my God, dude! Like, what the fuck? We're dead. Gee, you think it's a final fight? Who could have seen this coming? Focus shot. Alright. Great reset. Bro. Like, what in the actual fuck, dude? Like, is it even worth trying to recover from this? We missed because he buffed himself, bro. Like, how do I even play this? I don't think I can. There's no group raise. I think we're just fucked. Oh my God. One miss.
We will win this. For the sake of our world.
I leave it to you.
Don't unfast. Great job, Juna.
At least they saved me time having to reload. That's probably the #1 thing I can appreciate. They definitely do save you time. You do not have to sit. He gets a crit on Hulkenberg into a miss because he buffs his stats, dude. Like, what the fuck, man? You could have some of the worst fucking luck in a game like this, seriously. Like, it makes you think you did something to this game in a past life. Fortunately, we can't get anxiety because this sword is broken. It prevents anxiety, I'm pretty sure, in the entire party. So, ridiculous, man. What the fuck, dude?
The inequities of the world can only be.
Ah, shut up. Wait, he's already eating? Did he eat on turn 1 before? I feel like he didn't. So it was random if he does or doesn't eat.
Is he trying to swallow those people?
Oh my god.
Wait, they're puppets?
Yes, thank you. Yes. I really hope I don't have to listen to that 1,000 times. I wonder if ice is enough to break him out of this. I guess we're gonna find out. It is not. This is gonna miss. He has upped agility. Fuck me, man. I fucking dude, I knew it. I knew it was gonna man, I'm fucked. You miss one attack, you lose the whole fight because now you lose turns. The whole fight's over now. She has to swing. And she's gonna miss. Spit it out. Spit it out, Satan. Spit it out, Satan. All right, slam. Oh, great. He's weak to that. Excellent. Terror overflowing. I don't even know how this works, man. And now he's gonna feed himself. So, like, you have to do, like, 3 different things in a turn. You have to heal. You have to make him spit out his sacrifice, which there's probably, what, like 8? 6? Oh, jeez, man.
We'll do this together. Maybe there's a better choice.
Fuck it. Heroes cry. We gotta kind of get some momentum going here. You need luck for this, too. Yeah, I'm moving her to the back line.
My thanks.
Okay.
My allies need help, and I will save them.
Shit. But now if I don't... I think we, like, him passing right now is the same as... Yeah, fuck it. Just put some damage on the board. Okay. Jesus Christ. This is actually... I told you it was gonna be ridiculous. There's no free rides in a fucking SMT game. I've played these games forever. Every single one I play is like this. 10 years ago, it was like this too. And Persona 4 is pretty easy, all things considered. Dude, I fucking do it, man. Alright, we have to do the strat where we debuff, but we also buff, so that way he's forced to waste 1 turn Dekunding and Dekajing. We have to. We have no choice. There's no reason for him to attack at all. Honestly, it might just be better to put this on himself so he can at least heal. For once, this move might actually come in handy. Because there's no reason for him to put 45 points of damage on the board. That's a waste of turns. Fuck. He's gonna wipe my stats. He's definitely gonna debuff us. If he doesn't debuff us, yeah, because I didn't swing with Hulkenberg, he's definitely gonna debuff us, so I might as well just not even buff. And because of that, now we get another turn. Now we're gonna debuff him. Okay, it's fine. It's fine that it does no damage. Which makes me wonder, how does physical shit work for this? Alright, she has to Dekunda this dude now. Oh boy, thank you. Not a lot of damage, very nice. Not a lot of damage, okay. Wait, he didn't debuff us, okay. Alright, so Hulkenberg can heal.
That's a lot of ailments. Be careful out there, okay?
No, Hulkenberg shouldn't heal. Well, no, I have to heal. I have to heal every turn. Because if I don't, he's gonna fucking combo someone and then I'm gonna be really fucked. So I have to heal every turn. This works. Wait, it was already in effect? Oh, I'm a fucking idiot. Oops.
On your guard.
I should have done fire, damn it! It wasn't enough to spit it out! Get in there. Spit that shit out. Okay, I think he's gonna swallow it. There's not really much I could do. Huh, this kind of sucks, actually. Yes! Clutch! Why did that do so much more damage? I have no idea. Maybe they have different resistances. Like, not even, like, elemental. Like, they actually have different levels of defense. Oh my god. No! He got anxiety from a crit, too, man. Okay, well, fortunately... Does anxiety prevent you from moving? Okay, I think you could still move. No, no, you can't, right? Oh, I'm really in this shit. Because I need him to heal, so Hulkenberg has to heal this turn. No, no, no. Hulkenberg has to... Okay, I know what I'm gonna do. Ice Blue. You know what it is? Each face has a different elemental weakness, I think. It could just be the tongues, but I don't really know. Yeah.
We'll do this together.
Oh, this is a misplay. This is a horrific misplay. This is a horrific misplay. This is actually shit. I forgot you can't do it if he's... Dude, anxiety is the worst status.
Hold nothing back.
He's gonna eat it. Fuck, man! One critical hit and I'm screwed now. I have to Hail Mary this. I have to try to fucking make him spit it out.
Is this truly my limit?
He's not gonna be able to move.
No, it's all collapsing.
Alright, not the worst thing he could do, but now he's gonna swallow this and we're gonna be fucked. Damn. No, not the Nydia! Okay, the healing isn't a big deal. That's the worst part about it. He basically puts you at half health, free debuffs. Repel, so the turn's over, but he killed 2 people. The fight's over now. Oh my god. And now I have anxiety. Can I even move?
Let's try this.
Okay. Unbelievable.
Someone, quick! Get her back on her feet!
To you.
Fuck me, dude.
We can't let him get hit.
One critical hit enabled this catastrophe. Oh, look at the faces. I love that. That's so funny, man. The faces are so cool. We're seriously gonna have to have a lucky fight where he does not get a crit. We repelled it too, and it was enough to kill us, man. That sucks. What is terror overflowing? He's gonna eat something now. Fuck, and she's not up, man. Who's moving? Please be Hulkin. Okay, this is gonna help. This is actually gonna be super clutch, man. Because I have to get her up, have to heal. Okay, they're still weak. Okay, the puppet's gone. All right. So Medaline. We could actually recover here. That was huge that was still up. It was a misplay that I didn't put up fire, but it was huge that I was able to put him back up. Okay. Somehow we're not out of this yet. Against all odds. Oh my god. This game is insane, dude. And we're not out the woods yet. Honestly, I should have her proclamate. No, you know what? let's buff. Either he doesn't cleanse it or he does. And either way, it's going to give us a little bit of an edge. It's better if he actually does cleanse it. Okay. He refreshed it on her, which is great. Yeah, the blunder is that you didn't dodge. Ow. Oh! Let's go!
Now accept your fate. Then again.
Okay, what's the play here? I think we pass. She can meta line. There's no reason to buff more than once, because he's going to cleanse it. It doesn't just take it down. He just gets rid of it entirely. So the play here is to pass. She creates ice blue. It doesn't matter who you target, because I'm spreading anyway. Okay. And she'll meta line. What's the play from him?
On me, we go together.
Raises a barrier that nullifies one attack that would inflict a status ailment. Yeah, and that'll prevent us from getting anxiety. Godly blessing. Oh, yeah, but you have to have 2 people to do this, which is why it's not that great. Yeah, you know what? This can't be cleansed, right? Let's try it. This can't be cleansed, hopefully. Oh my god, yeah! Syringe time! Oh! Gonna get cleansed. With no sacrifices to offer up, the area remains calm. Don't worry, he's still got a bunch. He's barely even begun to eat. You know what they say, boys gotta eat. Delicious. Okay, it's not actually removing them off the crosses. He could just swallow as many dolls as he wants. Oh, so each side does something different when it eats. Okay. Ice blue. Honestly, that's probably not that bad. Alright, spits it out. This isn't actually that terrible as long as his RNG does not allow him to completely go hog wild. The minute that he's allowed to go hog fucking wild, that's where things go south in this fight really fucking quickly. So like if he gets a crit into another knockdown, or like into multiple knockdowns, that's the only way that this fight is really that deadly. Otherwise, it's not that deadly. I should have had him guard. That was a mistake. That was a misplay. He's gonna punish the shit out of me right now. Whoa, whoa. Ow. Oh, yeah, I told you. Here it comes. Here it comes. Wait, why didn't that prevent anxiety? Okay, so it doesn't work. Dude. How fucking stupid. Who's moving next? I am. I guess we have her use an item. Okay, that's probably the damage, I guess. Oh my god. Should I just have her heal? And then this guy can pen Patra? 200 to all allies? Yeah, she needs it.
That helped. Quite a boon.
Since I can't rely on her to use her archetype at the moment, I have to do that. And doesn't she get cleansed in one turn? Oops, no, she doesn't. I didn't put that on. Okay, no. So I think we pen Patra here. I feel like we have to cleanse her because she's not going to get cleansed in one turn. As much as it sucks to have to use that, like, it's better than her being unable to act.
This might sting. Great job, Juna.
I will fight come forth, royal soul. Nice.
Thank you.
I stand ready. Nice.
Alright, and we buff, because everyone's fully healed, except for her.
We'll protect you.
My thanks.
Alright, fine. Wait, no, that's a cleanse on him. Did I even debuff him? I don't even remember. Okay, very nice. Dodge someone. Okay, not the best. That's like, honestly, I say it's not the best, that's not a terrible turn. It's actually a pretty good turn, all things considered.
Oh, power of kings. How's this?
Thanks.
Yeah, putting Mataru Kaja on someone would have been actually a little more helpful. So that way we could counter losing our offense. Alright, so fire is, or what is it? Ice is already enabled. So let's put up fire.
I'm all prepared.
Please allow me.
God damn. Yeah, it's exactly 1500. You have to land 1500 or otherwise he gets to attack with it. Same as in the last phase as well. One non-almighty attack. No, you know what I think we do? I think we use an item on their MP, because they're going to run into an MP problem soon. All we have is fully restore, though. You know what? Fuck it. This is the final fight. Here you go.
Quite a boon.
Our new world and its ideals.
Guard.
No need.
That was a better play than putting the buff on him, for sure. Mudodyne. Okay, resist. I in my mind, I'm like, wait a minute, that's the instant kill move. No, it doesn't work like that anymore, thankfully. Remember when that shit used to be an instant kill attack? Yeah, I don't know. That was never a good idea. I thought that shit was stupid from day one. Persona started to do away with that, so that was a good thing that they did. I don't mind that at all.
Lend me your strength.
We could bust ahead here, potentially. No, we should try to hit as much as we can. I think that's the better play. Alright, we killed the Mask of Anger, I think it was, or the Mask of Joy. Alright, let's not get cocky. I could definitely, what, Mataru Kaja? Yeah, he has, no, yeah, let's do this. That's fine. He hasn't removed it, but we'll up it. That's fine, in case he doesn't again. He has to move, so let's do some damage. Very nice. Ice. Oh my god.
You struggle in vain. Give in to the truth. Your fantasy has no meaning whatsoever.
And I agree normally. The area is calm. He can only feed one. And he has less turns. He only has 2 turns now.
Sacrifice yourself.
Yeah, so now he's fucked because he doesn't have any turns. At least, in fairness, he's playing by the same rules a bit. They do give him a free turn to eat the doll, though.
I won't hold back.
Attack him.
I'm all prepared.
Okay.
Get after it. You'll hit their weakness. That's your eye, Captain.
Honestly, at this point, we... Oh, should I even have her swing? She's gonna fucking miss. No, but that's the healing side, so it's not that big of a deal. This is a huge misplay. Well, yeah, well, yeah, because what... You know, okay, should I have her heal? Yeah, I think... Yeah, no, let's have her heal.
I will not let you die.
I'm way overthinking this. I'm not gonna have her swing and miss. I know that the distance doesn't matter, it's all aesthetics, but, you know, I'm not... Just use this. Spit that shit out. Alright, she's beginning to run out of MP. Is there gonna be another phase? That's the real question, because if there is, I should use an item here, but maybe this is the final phase. Because if I don't get healed... No. Okay, do I want to chance it? Who's moving next? I'm moving next. Okay, so you know what? Pass.
This might be a good strategy.
We'll do this together.
We're about to find out if there's another phase.
Freeze.
Hopefully it's like a cutscene phase. Oh shit, I guess we're not finding out that there's another phase. That's hilarious, actually. But you know what? It works out then. Fuck it. Just restore her MP. If there isn't, we win. If there is, we're prepared. The worst case is that they heal us between phases, but whatever. Then I just lose an item. It's not a big deal. All he's doing is buffing himself. So actually, I'm going to Dakunda this turn. But I'm probably also going to kill him this turn. Funnily enough, we left the best side for last. We left the side that can't really deal any damage by itself.
Would you finish it?
Dakunda. No. Wait. Oh, no. She doesn't have Dakunda. Oh, fuck. We have to go all in. Never mind. I'm all in.
Let's work together.
He's dead. Maybe. Yeah.
My perfect world!
Uh-oh. Yeah. No. Not yet.
I refuse. I won't let it end like this.
Oh my god. Do we get healed?
You will be a sacrifice. You will sustain the strong. Oh, weak one. Oh, peon.
His Magla has gone out of control. At this rate, even a man of Luis's mental strength would lose his grip on sanity.
In the end, even he couldn't escape his own anxiety.
Then by his own logic, we've got to put him down. The weak deserve to die. The bastard's own words, yeah?
Yeah, where are you guys actually?
You can't just believe in nothing. Nobody can rely on themselves alone. It's a pitiful way to live, and it's time we put an end to it.
Luis Guiaban! Here and now, I will strike you down!
Okay, it's time to do this. Give us our final call to arms.
Onward.
Come on, everyone. Let's go.
This is our last chance.
Fully
We've come this far. We have to end this here and now.
level 85. Jesus. Well, who even knows what I should do with this? I guess we just run the same strat again. So, if you're wondering why I sped up the footage, yes, this is future me here. Basically, what ended up happening is I progressed far enough in this fight. I got to the point where I was reliably getting to about 25% of the final phase of the final boss. And effectively, that was where I hit a complete hard wall. Now, for most of this game, and if you've watched this playthrough, you've already seen, I did not have to do any grinding. I did not have to take any extra time to go out, run around, do extra stuff, right? I did not have to take any, like, exorbitant amount of time to really try to do all that. In fact, I did almost none of it. And, like, earlier in the game, I ran around maybe just to, you know, deplete my MP before running back to base. And that's probably one of the biggest things that I think is a flaw of this game. I did everything in the game besides the 3 dragons. And basically the game more or less says, like, hey, actually, you're not leveled enough to defeat Luis at max level, or not max level, sorry, at the end of the game. And it wasn't even that I couldn't defeat Phase 3. It's that the final part of Phase 3 is effectively, he moves 8 times a turn. Now, obviously, there were things that I could have done. I could have gone back. I could have leveled up a little more. Well, obviously, that was the #1 thing I should have done. But I could have gone back. I could have changed up some of my moves. Like, for example, after a little bit, like, I went back after I beat this. And I'm going to try to beat it again on normal eventually. But I went back. I learned Void Wave for the Prince, which is obviously like a huge move that you could just spam. Obviously, then Dance of Verdure would be a little bit better. And the only thing that really kind of sucks is, like, I would have liked to beat this on normal. But, unfortunately, it just, eventually, you know, about 3 attempts in, where every attempt is like an hour, almost to peck away at Phase 2, and then peck away at Phase 3 very slowly, have to watch the same animations and attacks over and over. You kind of just get worn down. And now, admittedly, I should have just taken the L. I should have just said, whatever, I'm just not going to win, and just come back another day. But I just really wanted to beat the game at any cost. So, unfortunately, what you're going to see at the end of this is that I'm incredibly annoyed. I'm incredibly pissed off. And I basically was forced to submit and just turn the difficulty down to storyteller. At that point, we just were able to beat him, because at that point, he just wasn't doing enough damage, because storyteller just cuts the enemy damage while boosting yours, and you also can't really die anyway. So, for those of you who want to see me beat it normally, at some point I will go back and beat it normally. At some point I will take the extra time to do so, but it's gonna have to take, it's gonna be a little bit of a wait, because, like I said, I have to grind. And it's not that I have to grind to beat the first phase of the final boss and you get walled. All things considered, I got through the first phase of Luis pretty quickly, pretty easily, right? I got through the first phase of Luis pretty quickly and easily. The second phase of Luis was pretty alright, right? It didn't take too long either. The third phase, even, I was able to figure out a strategy. It's just that he soul screams at the end of every turn, so unless you're able to force a dodge, which I don't really understand. You have to take so many hits, and even if the prince survives, like, all your teammates are down, which just means that you lose turns to really do any damage, and thus you kind of begin to spiral. And that just was unfortunately something I was just not willing to deal with at that point. I was just very annoyed, very tired. So after this, this is a little bit of a sped up segment. You're going to see the end of the game. I did to lower the difficulty. I just wanted to have this little cut in, because instead of showing off like 4-5 minutes, instead of showing off like 3 hours of failed attempts, I just said, you know what? Let's just cut the losses. Let's just show the sped up footage, and then let's just go to the winning run, because it just makes more sense. I'm probably going to upload this as a 4-hour conclusion anyway. So yeah. kill us. Well, we are gonna have to grind. I don't see any other way out of this. Unfortunately, they've completely like made this final boss insanely annoying. I guess I could just see the ending if you could tweak the difficulty, but I think they said you can't. So I guess we just have to grind. And if that's the case, I got to go back. Fortunately, I made a different save just in case, because I played games like this before. So we're going to have to grind. I mean, there's just no way around it. They pumped this right at the fucking end. I would have much preferred that, like, it was not this way, honestly. Then they should have had everything be a real jump. Hold on. So we'll load this first. Because now I'm going to run out of water. I'm getting fucking dry. Can you?
What now?
Like, I'd hate to do this. I don't feel the same way I do about fucking the other one. I don't think you can change the difficulty. Oh, you can. Honestly, bro, I don't even want to fucking have to do this again. I've been at this now for 3.5 hours. I feel like someone's going to be annoyed at me. Normally, I wouldn't do this. Like, you think Storyteller is too fucking cheap? Normally, I wouldn't do this. I absolutely would not. But I really don't feel like spending extra time. I'm going to be honest with you. Because now I have to sit through the first phase again. Normally, I would not do this. I would go back. I would fucking run around in a circle. From now on, every game I play, I'll grind at the fucking end. I'm never doing this again. This was a stupid fucking decision by me to trust the game. That was a fucking dumb decision by me. Should not have done that. Because I don't even remember what to do for this. I've been at this since like 11. It's now 3. I don't even remember. I think we passed turn 1. Now watch. We're going to blow right through this. I don't want battles have no chance of death. That's just too much. I think it just ups the damage. It probably ups the damage you deal and reduces the damage that they deal. Which, mind you, most of this footage is now going to be unusable because I'm going to have to cut it. Which is fine. But whatever. Yeah, look, we're doing just way more damage. So what game was it that didn't let you alter the difficulty? Was it Silent Hill? How very frustrating, man.
The inequities of the sacrifice yourself to the new age.
They way overload this shit.
What? Is he?
And you can't skip this, by the way.
Trying to swallow those people? Wait, they're puppets? I'm sensing deadly magma.
We'll do this together. Maybe there's a better choice.
Oh, I should have rebuffed him. That was a mistake. Oh my god. Dude, I'm getting fucking pissed at this stupid fucking game now, man. Now I'm getting fucking annoyed, dude. Just miss. I'm getting sick of it, dude. I'm getting tired of this fucking game just deciding that, oh, well, now you're just gonna lose your turn. Forget it, dude. I quit. I'm genuinely fucking annoyed now. Maybe I will just go fucking grind. Maybe that's the only thing I'll do today is I'll go grind for like 3 fucking hours, come back, skip a stream, and then I'll fucking do it. This is just pissing me off now, man. Because it doesn't even need to be like this, dude. His first fucking fight isn't even that hard. Like, did anyone fucking actually balance the end of this game? Or did they just say, yeah, more damage, better? Like, what the actual fuck are you talking about, dude? His first fight is literally not even as hard as the second phase, and that's not even in the same ballpark as the third phase. Like, come on, dude. Give me a fucking break, man. Yeah, never again. I'm grinding in every fucking game, and if someone complains, suck my dick, dude. I'm never fucking doing it. I'm done. Yes. This is an autosave anyway, so I'm fine. Yeah, suck my dick. If anyone ever fucking complains about me grinding in a game, like actually suck my dick. This is exactly why, because this is fucking stupid. The one time I trust a game to do this, even Tales of Arise doesn't make you fucking grind at the end. Well, they do. I turned it to easy on that too. So actually, I take that back. Somehow Tales of Arise is still worse than this, if you could fucking believe it. If escape is possible, you will always succeed. Okay, well, that doesn't matter. Fuck it. I don't care anymore. Now, I'm just pissed now. I'm more pissed than anything. Like, I just don't even... I'm annoyed.
Let's work together. On your guard.
Ridiculous, man. I don't care. Just show me the fucking ending, bro. It's not like this is some fucking... It's not like I'm unraveling the secrets of Savage or something. I don't care anymore. I'll have the save, so if I really want to, I could come back and do this again. But honestly, I'm gonna be so fucking annoyed by this, I don't think I will. Unbelievable. A miss. I can only miss so many times, man, and then I just get annoyed. And I did everything in the game. This game is just not really well balanced at the fucking end. But hey, I'll be honest, I turned the difficulty to fucking nothing. I don't care. I'll be honest with you, I did everything else in the game and thought it was reasonable, even when it took me multiple attempts. I play this, it's like a completely different fucking game. I'm not sitting through this shit again. So if I play an older RPG, I'm grinding, definitely. If I play a newer RPG, I'll grind a little bit. I'm never doing this again. Fuck that. Another miss. Okay, well, you don't die in this difficulty, so whatever. It doesn't even matter. At this point, we're just watching a movie, which is what I make fun of people all the time for, but this shit is stupid, man. Miss. A fucking miss, dude. Come on. Invisible fucking mechanics, you don't even know where they're at. Like, come on. Like, at least be consistent. At least kick my ass the whole game. Don't let me walk to the end of the game and then lock me into an ending where I can't exit to go grind or go do something for like 20, 30 minutes. Don't do that. Like, come on. Like, pick a fucking lane, dude. Do one thing or do the other. Don't do both. Either kick my ass the whole game or don't fucking kick my ass at all. Like, it's stupid, man.
Too much, perhaps? I leave it to you.
Now for a
Whoops.
maneuver. Going for the weak spot.
Like, I know exactly what I have to do, but, like, I'm gonna have to gain levels to do it. I'm not doing that.
Hit their weakness. That's your opening, Captain.
Okay, he's gonna do that. We're just gonna hit him. Wow, 688? Jeez, that's insane. 3,000 damage for no reason. Yeah, geez, Storyteller is not even nearly on the same fucking level. Wait, he was eating something? Alright, whatever. Wow. Yeah, I'll fucking come back and do this again. I'll calm down. I'll grind this on my spare time. I'll do it. I know. So yeah, see, he got away with another fucking hit, by the way. Oh my god.
My shoulders.
Sacrifice yourself for the new age.
I just hate having to sit through multiple phase bosses over and over again, man. I've done that so many times in my life. I don't know, dude.
The curse isn't enough to stop me.
Wait, I'm hexed? How the fuck did I get hexed? Well, more than enough. Oh, oops. I forgot how that works. It's been so long. Holy shit.
From our position, still fight.
It's been a long time since I've been hexed. I'll be honest. Now I gotta interact with all these things I haven't seen. Don't I have an item to prevent that? I feel like everything I did throughout the game was literally for nothing. It was actually just an objective waste of fucking time.
Seriously?
No, you shouldn't grind, man. You grind, you remove the challenge. I mean, like, challenge has to be fair, right? Like, if it's not fair, then, like, I don't know, man. Someone will fucking swoop in and say that this is, like, this is bullshit and it's completely fair. I don't know, man. Maybe someone just did a bunch of grinding, didn't finish all the stuff in the game. I don't know, man. What in the fuck is happening anymore, dude? There's always the actually somewhere who will be annoyed at me. Whatever. I'll fucking come back and do it later. I'll grind. It's not a fucking huge deal, I guess.
Great job, Juna. Now they're weak
Do this together. We won't hold back. Light. Still up.
My shoulders.
Look out!
Oh shit, I forgot this even happens. And then she takes like no fucking damage. It's great, actually.
To the new age.
That side means magic attack coming.
Alright, so it's physical, magical, or healing. Okay. So the right head is probably weak to physical. Now you have to wait for her to say that. She might have said it before. I might have been too busy like hyper metagaming this in my head. But yeah, I don't know, man.
Oh, still standing, I see.
Face me.
See, now it's like nothing I do even matters, bro.
That helped.
I'll grind.
Juna, careful.
I'll fucking do it, man.
Have several ailments. Watch your back.
Whatever. Oh, it's already in effect?
That's not. Your turn.
Let's work together.
Forward.
Yes! The puppet's macula's fading.
With blade in hand, they yet cling to life.
You struggle.
Oh, God. Good thing I made a save. This is why you make multiple saves, too. Someone once asked me, why do you make so many saves? Because you never know when you're going to run into this. It's like everything about an RPG came into play here. You make multiple saves, you do all kinds of stuff. Okay, whatever. Okay.
Magic attack's coming.
Damn, he loves eating this shit, dude. That is so funny to me.
Formidable indeed.
This'll be a watch me. This might great job, Juna.
We'll do this together.
On your guard. Yes! The puppet's macula's fading.
Power of heroes.
Like, look at this. Look how fast this phase is when the HP values are not bloated to fuck. Okay.
I'll show you. Going for the weak spot.
Vitus power.
Now they're weak to something new.
Now let's set it up.
It's the 8 turns, man. I would have had it if it wasn't for that bullshit. If it wasn't the 8 turns, I would have done it. I would have been fine. I would have been like, yeah, it was tough, but I figured out a strategy. I'm not doing that, man. Because it's not even like a skill thing. It's a how much time do you want to spend grinding thing. I don't know. That to me doesn't prove skill. It proves time. I guess it's not even skill, it's more like strategy, but you get my point. Like, you're just at RNG. I could do it at this level. If I'm willing to sit here for 10 hours, I'll do it. But why would I sit here for 10 hours, let alone record it for 10 hours? I'm not going to do that. Next phase. Let's see how bad phase 2 is now.
My perfect world. You will be a sacrifice.
Yeah.
This is our last chance. We've come this far. We have to end this here and now.
Power of kings.
No, let's not completely. Well, we revive anyway. Like there's actually no difficulty in this difficulty then, because you can't die.
I'll show you.
And its people.
Going for the weak spot.
I don't even remember what to do, man. I'm so burnt out. I knew I should have done grinding. I knew it. I'm always right. I gotta stop trusting motherfuckers, man.
A defensive stance.
I gotta stop trusting fucking developers. Alright, it's funny because he actually has to waste a turn casting this the first time. You can never dispel it. It's a permanent status effect throughout the battle. Basically, if he crits, it's a guaranteed anxiety, which is ridiculous, but whatever. Look at that. Wait, did he just get to move twice? I still don't know what the link has been severed means. I still don't get that.
Just hold on.
Okay, whatever.
Great job, Judah.
I don't even think we're in any danger on this difficulty.
Look here. Their weakness.
3,000. We're doing 200% damage. Wow.
I'll use what I must. No.
Fuck it, just have him guard. The worst part is that all his animations take up so much time. It's like a genuine minute and a half for every turn he takes. It's just a time waster, man. I know I say I like old school RPGs, but don't be new school until the last boss. Be one or be the other. Or give a level recommendation, which is kind of cheesy, but whatever. I get it. I get why they don't do that. But, you know, then be one or be the other, you know?
Going for the weak job, Judah.
Behold.
Now they're weak to something new.
I'm all prepared.
Get after it and hit their weakness. That's your opening.
Okay, whatever. We'll heal. And it's not even like the... See, I think you could be hard and still be fair. I think that's reasonable. I think a lot of people interpret that something's hard, so you just have no chance, and just the enemy can do whatever they want as being fair. Like, there's games that are unfair, but like reasonable management of things, right? There's games that could be flat out unfair. A lot of horror games are flat out unfair. But generally, the good ones, there's like a reasonable way for you to get around different difficulties and different actions and different whatevers, right? So he actually reflects less back to himself because he does less damage. It's kind of funny. Look how much damage he does even on normal, or even on storyteller, bro.
That helped.
That helped.
Thank you.
There is no power in your fantasy.
Gotcha, whatever, it's fine.
Behold. Let's go. Flare.
Like attacks actually feel like they're doing 99 stat damage. They actually feel like they're doing good damage since I put so fucking much into them. Amazing. Is his turn gonna end now? Or is it because he has to do the... Oh my god. Free buff. Of course. Heat Riser.
His aura's overpowering. It's making it harder to fight. Nice.
Alright.
Hold on.
Fucking proclamate heal. Oh my god. We'll get her up next turn. We can't get her up this turn because he takes one of our fucking turn icons. Oh my god.
What's happening?
I think it's a lot of really small things that all kind of come into play here. I feel like if there was like another dungeon or two, you would have reached this level naturally, which kind of makes more sense than like whatever they do here, where they just, at the fucking ass end of the game, look at how much shit that they're throwing at you, you know? Like at the ass end of the game, now they're gonna throw in a massive amount of grinding. If there was like another dungeon or two, Basilio would be a completely ready party member for me. But instead, they want you to grind at the last day of the game, which just feels wrong. It feels like there should have been like one final fight, like 3 Houses a bit, and then that's it. And even that, remember how challenging 3 Houses was? I feel like that game is more balanced. Like, they just round it out better. What the fuck? Why is his... Yo, his luck is even better on this. She's dead. To her own move. I like how this is just showcasing how much RNG is in this fight. Like, even with him dealing less damage, look how much 5 turns allows him to get away with. It's insane.
Not like this.
Let's try this.
My spirit is
Yuna's down. Someone, quick,
to
get
you.
her back on.
Like, look how ridiculous this is. You can't even get people up.
That helps.
Maybe we just let everyone die. We all stand up with full HP, probably.
audacity.
Like, you're just seeing how much bullshit is in this fight at all. Like, if you don't do everything I spent the last couple hours doing, this fight is like near unwinnable.
Get her back up.
Where it
Come on.
ends.
This has to work.
I can't even keep Hulkenberg up.
His aura's overpowering.
This should work.
It's making it harder to
My
fight.
spirit is unbroken.
Hold on.
Just the thing.
Time for my grand comeback.
Face me!
You need
Oh wait, she's still in the front row. Fuck, I forgot. I forget that she should be in the back row. Oops. That part's on me. I forget that. I keep forgetting that I adjust her on the last 3 runs and I didn't adjust her on this run.
Is that all?
Hulkenberg's down. Get her back
Blindsided.
up. Hulkenberg's down. Someone help her get back in the fight. Nah. I'll show you. Heisman, that's a lot of ailments. Be careful
try
out there,
this.
okay?
My spirit is unbroken. To safer ground. I'll stay my blade.
We need to push ourselves.
Thank you.
Oh my god. I might not even show this fight. There's no point. All it is just showing like how much RNG there is in this. Like, there you go. He gets a weakness. Here comes another move that's gonna crit, and then it'll just snowball from there. Okay, no. Another debilitate.
My strength. Is that all?
Alright, whatever.
You've got a bunch of ailments slowing you down, Captain.
Alright, so he's not buffed. Whatever. Let's just get attacking.
Great job, Juna.
The problem is that with only 4 people, you need like 2 people to play defense. You need Hulkenberg to fucking bait his attacks, and then you need someone to heal. Basically. Like that's pretty much how this game works. Someone has to heal, someone has to bait, someone has to run utility, so only one person can even attack. So it's like, what in the fuck? Like, you never get to attack at all.
It should be good.
Quite a boon.
Feel true terror.
I kind of wish I could skip through his turns, like, at high speed. But no, you can't. That's another reason why I'm not doing this, man.
Wipe out an entire squad. We have to do something.
I didn't even see who he said, man. Whatever.
His aura's overpowering. It's making it harder to fight.
This'll do.
Hold on. You've got
I
a bunch of
stand
ailments
ready.
slowing you down, Captain.
Do not a favor, if I may.
Several ailments slowing you down.
Who was it? Oh god, it was her? Oh, that's really unfortunate. I just want to see how you handle 8 attacks, even on Storyteller. Like, maybe you just die over and over again. Like, you would expect that there would be something that they give you at the end to be like, okay, well, here's how you counter it. Here's something new you could do. Maybe Gallica finally can summon her shit every turn, so we get like 6 turns and he gets like 7. You know, like, maybe there would be something there that would be like, oh, okay, well, now it's kind of fair. Like, with this, fuck you. You get nothing, man.
Let us clean up this mess. I'll use this.
My spirit is unbroken.
Going for the weak spot, Judah.
I come forth,
Now
royal
we
soul.
something new.
Just heal her. Fuck it.
Why?
50%. Yeah, I'll go back and I'll grind. Whatever. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's just very unfortunate. I've been itching to finish this game, but I've just been so busy I haven't had time to do it. And then I'm also like, nah, I'm not gonna do it. The whole game hasn't required it. Shit. Who's next? Alright, so he heals. She debuffs him. Wonder if I have any dark evasion gear. I should have checked that as well. Like, there's shit I could have done. I fully admit that there's other things that I could have done. I could have definitely checked for, like, other evasion gear, but I think ultimately at the end of it, it just comes down to the fact that I have to go grind. Like, I'm gonna need at least, like, 5 levels. Much like Final Fantasy 13, the boss fights take forever to get through. I don't even think I struggled this much on Persona 3 and 4. Like, I genuinely don't even think I struggled on actual Persona games this much. Did he buff himself? No. So does Megidola.
By this power. Burn!
Their weakness. That's your opening, Captain.
Prevail. I shall defend. Tactic.
Okay. Yeah, because we're gonna run out of fucking disk space too. We heal. Now we're actually back on the same 4-turn rotation that we were on before.
Don't underestimate.
Alright, so he buffed.
Going for the weak spot.
He might actually buff less on this difficulty, if you can believe it.
I won't hold back.
I don't think we'll need this.
There is no power of heroes.
My allies need...
This'll be behold this power.
Kanja, no, Hellfire.
Great job, Judah.
Let's set it up.
Now they're weak. Something new.
They'll not break my defense.
A world born of fantasy. It must not be. The Nidia. A foolish...
He's got a power that can wipe out an entire tribe.
Think about that. He's gonna kill us. He's gonna kill a character, and then he's gonna move multiple times. Like, that's ridiculous, man. But fortunately, it does no damage. Like, now the strat works super fucking well. Underworld tree. Okay. Fuck it, just heal. That's fine. See, now I'm not engaged. Oh. Takaja.
Going for the weak spot.
Let's go.
Has it come to this?
Fire here.
For all that we strive for.
Nah, she has to proclamate.
I stand waiting.
Feel true terror. Be gone.
It's fine. That's the most auxiliary character here, so it's fine.
Feel true terror. Shatter.
His aura's overpowering. It's making it harder to fight. Just
Okay.
Accept your fate.
We could res her actually. Wow, there's a turn where he doesn't have to heal? Huh. Wild. I never thought this day would come again. Oh, actually, shit, because she was down and he used the thing, we didn't have 3 turns like I thought we would. Oops. Alright, reflect. Right? That's fine. Reflect. Thank you. So he buffs himself.
Lend me your strength. No, this won't work.
Who's next again? She is, so we proclamate.
They dropped your defenses.
That all?
Okay.
Has it come to this?
We need not push ourselves.
Yeah, I'll fucking go back and do it. Whatever.
This is just what I need.
Okay. Hellfire. We can survive on 1.
Of come. No. I shall defend.
See, now this feels like an appropriately length boss fight, basically. Like, basically, stats don't mean a lot in this game. Like, they mean something, but, like, I feel like once you're over 80, maybe even over 70, possibly even, like, 65, stats don't really matter that much. Like, yeah, more is better, yeah, it's fine or whatever. Like, I just think that it ultimately, did the 99 make a difference? No. In fact, magic was the play in this game, but stat-wise, it doesn't really matter what your stats are, unfortunately. Stats don't really matter. That's a real shame. Like, you would think that I would be doing, like, tons of magic damage. No. That's not how that works in this game. Which I feel like is specific to this game and no other game. Okay. And that's 8 turns, by the way. Nah.
A tough one. Let justice prevail.
Feel
Yeah, you gotta get Void Wave. You gotta Dekaja and then Void Wave spam. That's probably the way to go, because he doesn't have any weaknesses. So actually, Dance of Verdure is probably better as well. Yeah, that would have been something to experiment with. Void Wave, Dance of Verdure, Void Wave, Dance of Verdure, Void Wave, Dance of Verdure. It just feels like the ending wasn't very balanced with the rest of the fucking game. Like, not even as, like, a logical final leap. I'm gonna heal. We're gonna skip Juna's turn and let. Do we need to debuff? Oh my fucking god, dude. Do you ever stop, man? Then they give him infinite fucking MP. So it's a waste. Anytime he does that move, it's a wasted turn because you don't have enough to do it. Oh, great. Yeah. Excellent. Excellent. Like, at this point, I'm just more annoyed by shit like that, man. Like, there's nothing you could do to stop that. So he just gets to fuel this. 4 turns. Four turns so he could use Great Reset.
Tactic.
Some healing.
Thanks.
Trust me.
This is just what I need. Slow you down.
It's okay.
She's gonna die this turn if I don't pull her out. Like, should I even pull her out? Hey, look how close we are, man. Maybe at this point you just DPS race it. You just don't even bother. Bottom line is level 66 is good enough to do literally everything else in the game. It's not enough to do this. Unfortunately. Someone dodge, please. No. Okay, well, Soul Scream. He shouldn't get to do this every turn, really. He should only get to do this, like, every other turn. Or every... He shouldn't even get to do it every other turn. He should only get to do it once. That's all. The only reason they lived is because it was storyteller mode. Anything higher, they would have died there.
That helped. Juna, careful. It looks like you've got several ailments. Watch your back. Can't let it know on you.
Let's stay calm. Fight is power. Flare.
It's a hollow victory. I had to fucking turn it to storyteller because otherwise I would have to grind and sit through that shit again. Well, here's our ending. And we were so close, man. We were probably at like 15% too.
But why? Why is it still beyond me?
No, that's it. The Magnum's gone.
Dawn breaks.
That's it? Like, he doesn't even have, like, a final word? Just, it's beyond me! I'm dead!
Look! He's done it! He's finally beaten Luis!
Does this mean he's won? I'm not dreaming this.
He did it.
Not yet.
Oh, God!
Have my ideals. Witness!
Alright, anyway.
Everyone's fighting their fear and anxiety. Nobody knows for sure what's right.
Yeah, because he wasn't dead, he was still in the eye. Yeah.
The people have declared you king!
We fight for more than justice. Show him our will against his. Show him the fall of his world.
Hold fast to your ideals! 'Tis your sworn duty as king!
You wielded the power of kings. It's time to stop following in their footsteps. Now it's your turn to take your place with them.
Your fantasy is naught but lies!
What?
Yeah, now they actually see him. It's not a fantasy, it's my reality! Oh no, we're way up here, never mind. They can't see him.
fantasy is more than an empty dream. It's a dream with the power to change the world!
Huh? Oh, wait a minute. Oh my god, yo, this is cool as shit. We turned the entire ship into an archetype. That's actually crazy. Thank God. Enough is a fucking enough, dude. Yep, we don't need that anymore. Honestly, all it does is create more problems, so it's good that it's destroyed. We don't need it. Save the country. I finally bested my adversary Luis, who had become a threat to all mankind. Thankfully, the nightmare of an entire populace transformed into humans has been averted. This nation has some hope for a future. Wow.
That must be the Lord that governs Utopia in all worthy champions. The hero's archetype. The king. I see. At long last, fantasy has become a force that frees people from anxiety. A harbinger of change for a deadlocked reality.
At least he got to see it before he passed.
The people have chosen my son. With that, my tremendous gamble hath borne fruit. Thus it is that my duty here draws to a close.
And now, the novel you wrote with such passion will finally begin a new chapter.
My queen?
Voice. Is that... could it be? But how?
While flames swept through the sanctum, I cast a final spell to abandon my body and survive in soul. I became an immaterial being among the fairies. I had to, so I might provide guidance to the child on his most perilous path.
The power of the archetypes. Was that your
Yes,
doing?
she was reaching out. Yeah.
All I did was awaken them to it. My voice carried the words they needed to hear. That power is no great and rare treasure. It is something that might be grasped by anyone with the will to change the world. And anyone has the power to change the world. Those children proved as much.
I am truly sorry. I lost all the power I once knew. I saw the sanctum burn. And you. I lost you. Once they took our child from me, all my remaining hope went with him. And so I placed my faith in the royal magic. I believe that if this world would choose him, there would still be hope.
This shall do. That boy's fight, and ours, is finally over. The people no longer need some mystic relic or some lofty magics to soothe their fears. They have found the strength to overcome it within, provided they can turn their anxiety into strength and never stop walking toward the unknown. Reality will ever change. Their world shall be one full of possibility.
This isn't about the throne anymore. It marks the beginning of a new era, led by those who are truly worthy of the people's trust. Almost the appointed time now. The day is dawning on a new king's reign. And with it, my true passing. However, if I may truly end my life with pride in my boy, and my love at my side, I've no regrets.
It's been a long road to this moment, hasn't it?
It has indeed. But for our son, a new journey now begins.
That's it. We don't need the novel anymore. was a very good plot line. I think that's a very fitting wrap-up for it, too. I like that.
Heed me, all people of the kingdom. Dawn breaks, and the appointed hour hath come.
He speaks. With the announcement of our new king, everything finally ends.
I now settle the long-contested succession to the throne. They who hath gathered the most faith from their subjects amassed, they who have overcome this fierce contest, the throne's new sovereign, I now reveal.
It's Loveless!
Behold, your new king of your kingdom united.
We squeeze him the fuck out, dude. Bye-bye! He's not even alive. How could he even still win? It's impossible. He's dead. So even if he somehow had more people, he's already dead. He can't fight anymore. He can't rule.
He certainly did, love. He really did. Oh, I still can't believe it. That boy pulled it off. His Majesty, the new king.
I won't accept it! The new king is Camp Louis.
Yeah, well, we knew this was gonna happen.
That's cheating, that is! Rise up, people! Riot!
Disorderly conduct will not be permitted.
Yeah, you all know what you signed up for.
The tournament is over. Our new king has been decided.
And let's not pretend like Luis was some underdog the whole time either.
His Majesty's rule. Threaten it, and you shall face the wrath of the crown theocracy's warrior monks.
Bloody fantastic. They really did it.
Quietude descended once again upon the royal capital, and the day of the new king's coronation arrived.
I love that guy, by the way. You're the best part of the game. I don't know who you are. You're the best part. You're the best narrator, man. You and, Jiraiya, I forget the guy's name. I should know. Doing Fire Emblem's narration.
Boy, coronation really crept up on us. There's a lot of people in the crowd.
I hope I could do this.
Don't tell me you're nervous. After everything we survived already, stage fright should be nothing for you.
Yeah, my heart's pounding.
All the same, my heart's pounding out of my chest.
Is it? Nothing you're not used to then. It's just like with the architect.
Oh my god, yeah. Ripping out your own heart.
It'll be fine. We'll keep the crowd warmed up for you.
Your newfound dignity suits you well, Your Highness. Ah, but I suppose you have outgrown that title. Your Majesty. Yes, that too suits you well.
Your Majesty, I hope I could live up to that title.
By the way, saw some of them Senate fat cats hovering about, acting like they've been supporting us from the start, of course. Always on the winning side, eh?
Yeah, they were gonna play it, yeah.
Especially since we've got some Luis diehards among the people.
What can you do?
I hear that many are concerned about his proficiency with statecraft. To be honest, I'm not so sure myself.
And their concern is justified. It's not as though I swayed the entire kingdom to my idealistic views.
Juna will stand as moderator at the podium. His Majesty will only be asked for a few brief answers. First, the people would know how you aim to lead them. How will you respond to that, Your Majesty?
We could change the world.
We have the power to change the world. All of us. I know I'm inexperienced, but I'll strive to do my utmost. With all of you at my side.
That's fine. The people have about had it with pompous monologues. Better to say what you mean with determination.
Still, there are a lot of people in the crowd who have never supported you.
How are you going to respond to that?
I hope you see what I do. Yeah, we'll earn their trust. Yeah, I'll let my work prove my words.
I'll have to let my work prove my words.
You'll
With
see.
results,
You'll
I hope
see.
everyone can feel that our future will be brighter.
You went from a nobody to the top seat in the nation. No need to puff up and bluster anymore, what? You'll do fine.
A ruler must only stand tall. The rest is not done alone. We are with
Yeah,
you.
we have enough for every race. We have
And we're no
connections.
strangers to more practical work. Whatever our tasks, I'm sure we can handle them.
Well, it is time to make your first appearance as our king. Let us brace ourselves.
Good luck.
Thanks for always having my back,
Thanks for
man.
always having
What a good group,
Well,
man.
let's go.
What a bunch of great party
To
members.
His Majesty, the new king.
I cannot believe they complained that the prince won after Luis had the fucking lead the whole time. That's ridiculous that they said that.
Your Majesty, you're so young!
Please. My king, your subjects would hear how you intend to lead them.
Relax, okay? Take it easy and use your own words.
As a ruler, I've much to learn. I cannot say what I'll accomplish. And yet, I believe the world can change by our hand. And to that end, I will face any odds.
Now, Your Majesty, a few more words. Naturally, some under your rule now supported other people in the race. How do you respond to their voices?
There will be times I let you down. I know that. Only results can prove my intent. But still, even should you oppose your king, you can always believe in your own future. I will make sure of it.
No, they liked it, surprisingly.
A nation where dreams and fantasies are always in reach. Will surely be a challenge.
We'll make it happen.
There you go. If you can pull that off, you'll be the finest king we've known. Well then, this is it. Your attention, please.
There it is.
No lord remains for you to kneel before. Please take the crown with your own hands, my king.
Very nice. That is the crown is comically big, but very nice.
Ah, long have I awaited the arrival of this day.
Oh, I thought it was automatic.
This journey has reached its end. He came to know the goodness of a hero's heart, and became the king his people had always hoped for. But as this journey ends, so another begins.
Okay.
I'd like you to watch over him on his path for a little longer yet. 1 year has passed since the arrival of the new king.
Yeah, well, we became the king people wanted, so I guess things are going pretty well, right? Imagine. Damn, 1235, what? Yeah, look, Grand Trad is looking so healthy, so nice. Yeah.
Hey,
Heard the news? They're finally reopening that mage academy that got closed down.
You don't say. The famous one deep in the Montario Mountains. Really? I'm impressed. It only took them a year.
They've even paved a proper mountain road. And get this, their headmistress is none other than Lady Juna.
What? The songstress?
Well, she
yeah,
is
like her
one of the
sister,
King's
yeah.
6 partisans. If she managed to help save the world from Luis, I expect she knows a thing or two about magic. Sounds like they plan to fully open the magic researchers' findings to the people, too. Quite a turn from when the late Sanctifex banned it.
Makes sense to me. After the clash between His Majesty and Luis last year, everyone knows you don't really need an igniter.
Yeah, huh.
And that's just today's news. It's surprise after surprise, ever since us church folk got the boot from the palace.
I believe it's already been a full year. Only natural that there will still be unrest among the people.
Even the Royal Knights. Their leadership was bound to the church more than anything, and now he's out on his ear too. And replaced by Sir Haisme Noctul, no less. You believe that? The Royal Knights, led by a Uchief of all things.
The 6
So he's
partisans.
one of the 6 partisans himself.
Yeah.
When he speaks, everyone listens. No one's about to complain.
Even Parliament now invites citizen representatives to hearings. Strange to think we'd been deaf to the voice of the people until now. It's unbelievable, compared to the days of the autocrats. How swiftly the times change, eh?
Credit where it's due. I think it's thanks to His young majesty. Remember last year's coronation? Unprecedented, that. Saw heroes of all different tribes celebrating the king's victory. Celebrating among the common folk, even. They tell me some of the younger aristocrats have taken to calling it the Great Reconciliation. It really is a tragedy, what happened to his father, the king. But considering how his sons turned out, I hope he's at peace.
Indeed. Yet the real test is still to come. The first year has seen a lot of good, but we've still got our share of problems.
People are smiling more now, but smiles won't solve the multitude of problems we still face.
Speaking of His Majesty, I've also heard some folks saying they've seen a boy wandering around these parts who looks just like him.
Uh-oh, time to go.
I don't suppose.
Ah, can't be. Without his escorts? Besides, what business would a king have in this place?
An elder with silver hair? Really? Alright, you guys aren't the brightest.
Mountains upon mountains of appeals from the people. How many days will this take to sort?
After all the trouble you took to flee politics. And somehow you're now the preeminent ladyship of your house. Such is fate.
That's your life. It sucks.
Everything this year has passed in surprising peace, hasn't it? Honestly, with the royal scepter disappearing like that, I feared more dissent.
Perhaps after Luis, they swore they could never let that happen again. Either way, more and more are dealing with conflicts calmly and openly. Promising.
It promises that I'll have an eternally cluttered desk.
Here, Your Majesty. I've brought in the next load.
Oh, great. Paperwork. This is just like when Naruto became Hokage. Paperwork, paperwork, and more paperwork. This is the future you wanted. Enjoy.
Isn't the king supposed to be here?
When did he? I've said countless
Wait,
times not
but
to
you
leave
all were
our
just...
house.
Okay, this is silliness. You're all standing in the same room.
Decoration doesn't suit me.
Oh my god.
Luis and Forden put up with all this damn finery.
Your Majesty? Are you here? Juna's back from her inspection.
Apologies, Troll. I'll look for him now.
Wait, I'm coming with you. Oh, good grief. Some things never change.
Yeah, where's Basilio?
I'd say life has changed plenty for us. Yet somehow our captain's same as he ever was.
That crown is just overly silly, bro. We gotta get the metallurgist to design a new one. That just looks silly.
And then, well, I might have got a bit too fresh with them stuck-up Sanctists. But those bloody church folk been looking down on us for years.
How are they in the room and they didn't notice he wasn't behind the desk? Like what?
Too. I reckon they're not all bad. Guess me cogs turning. They lost both their Santifex and the Saint Lady last year. Got their own struggles, I expect.
As authority weakens, power falls to the hands of those who have never wielded it. Must ensure it does not corrupt and give rise to new conflict.
Not like it excuses all of them, or makes me want to go up and shake a sanctor's hand, but you really put some perspective on it.
Yep. It was good talking to you. Yeah, you'll come to understand them.
I believe you'll come to understand them.
You know what, lad? You're all right. You ever need some good, honest work? I'll get you squared, eh?
Glad to see more optimism in the world. Still, it will take more than that to affect true change.
I should have known you'd be wandering around without your escorts again. How is it, being able to hear the city's honest thoughts? If you told them you're the king, it'd knock them sideways.
But didn't they see him? I guess they got a glancing look at him, you know. They didn't really... There's no photographs or anything, yeah. I'll wait until she comes
I
back.
suppose I'll wait until she comes back.
You sure? That girl always ends up on detours. No telling how long she'll be. Either way, just keep your head down. You know what happens when you're too obvious about this. Sooner or later, the Lady Captain of the Royal Guard...
Oh, there you are. I knew we'd find you here for
Uh-oh.
Phew. So you were here.
Speak of the devil.
Let us return, Your Majesty. And I thought I had informed you that Juno would be back from her expedition today.
Yep. I'll go back soon. I gotta wait for
I have a few
Maria.
stops left in the city, though.
You do know I practically sprinted out the gates to find you. 'Tis settled. I shall come with you on every excursion.
Not dressed like that, you won't. You know how we like snooping around, inconspicuously.
Point taken.
He'll be fine. His Majesty is not about to fall prey to some alleyway scoundrel, surely. Right, Your Majesty. If you see Maria about, do slow down for a chat. She'll be shattered if she finds out she just missed you.
Fine. Now, Your Majesty, once your business here is finished, please make sure you return to the palace with all swiftness.
Hey, where are the other stops?
All right.
Maria, where are you? This reminds me of the first time Maria went missing. It seems so long ago. She might be praying at the Grand Cathedral just like back then. Before heading for the Grand Cathedral, why not go talk to everyone else first? They're all in the royal capital, prepare for the new year, so let's find them. Right, we get one final outro with all the characters.
Come now.
When you've finished your business outside the palace, please promise me you'll return to resume your duties, Your Majesty. If you take this as my pressuring you to not venture out, that's not it at all. Only that as the captain of the Royal Guard, I must know your whereabouts at all times. You needn't be so serious, Hulkenberg. Lighten up, maybe. You mean to say I'm too fussy? Well, 'tis only proper for the captain of the Royal Guard. To be overfamiliar would set a poor example. Imagine the scandalized faces of the rank-and-file guard. That said, not a day goes by that I don't reflect on our travels, now only a year past. I owe regaining my pride as a knight to that journey. I was but a wanderer searching in vain for the prince, and it was through you I learned he yet lived. And in the end, it was your ascent to the throne I supported. I never tire of the faces the younger guards make when I tell them of the time you acted as a witness to my duel. Yeah, good times. Not only of my duel with Rodin, but of the journey we undertook. You were the reason I could endure the fight to the end. I'm pleased to say the knights of today are nothing like what they were under Rodin's command. Soldiers take up their sword not for those in power, but for the people. And as the champion of the people yourself, we will do all in our power to protect you. You do not make it easy by sneaking out the palace as you do, though I suspect the soldiers are getting used to your chaotic tendencies. They know they protect not a king, but not just a king, but a ruler who stands beside his people and hears their voices in clarion truth. I will protect you with my life, as I have always endeavored to do, Your Majesty. Only let me stay by your side to do so. Alright. This is cool. This is like one big finale for all the characters. Let's see where they are. I'm sure they're all in Grand Trad, so you don't have to teleport all over the place. I think that the king of our country would sneak over to my tavern without so much as a single bodyguard with him. You never change, do you? But the city hasn't changed either. Sunshade Row isn't as safe as one might hope it would be under your rule. Still, why don't you pay Maria a visit before you head back to the palace? It'd definitely make her day. That's cool, man. Like I said, the outro and the characters are definitely not the problem.
Alright then.
Alright, seems like most people are on the way. Yeah, most people are on the way, it seems. No one in the Gauntlet Runner, at least.
Cheers.
Isn't His Majesty in the flesh, visiting the honeybee again? You're quite the whimsical one, aren't you? I doubt you still need someone to covertly sniff around in order to supply you with information, but I must say it was a pleasure doing business with you. I can understand why Alonso likes you so much. That's cool, man. Feel oddly nostalgic for the view from this window, which only shows a wall. I have fond memories of sleeping here. Yeah.
Let's go see.
It's the room Hulkenberg and the others used before. I never did get permission to enter this room. Well, I guess it's not even loaded. They probably didn't even make it. They probably didn't even, like, actually make a room. It's just a door. Alright, let's find everyone.
Hey?
King? Nah, no way.
So,
It's you. It's been quite some time, hasn't it? Ever since the new king's reign, matters have changed a great deal for the tribe's teachings. I feel there's been more people who wish to learn of our teachings and culture, much like you once did before. I wish we could say we were free to worship as we please, but that's still a dream among the clouds for the moment. Yet being able to dream is evidence itself of progress. It is satisfying for now that more people are open-minded like you. Yeah, people talk about traveling, not much to rage about. Here we go, Alonso. Why, hello, Your Majesty. It's only been a year since your coronation, but I see you become quite apt to sneak away from your palatial duties. Under constant fire from knaves of all trades, con artists, and critics alike, your opening act has been rather tumultuous, no?
But...
Yes, it's been tough, but I'm glad we managed so far. Quite right, your critics are loud and open with their barbs, and plenty more have put their faith in you. Besides, most of those agitators are the kind of scum that stirs the pot in hopes that they might benefit from the country's turmoil. Nothing I couldn't handle, of course, all in a day's work for the royal adjutant to the Citizens' Council. Quite an ally I've made, I should hope. I wonder if my mother would be the slightest bit proud to see who I've become, that I'm doing my damnedest to use my talents for good, as I always should have. There's no doubt in my mind. I hope so. I was such a problem child. I'd like to make this a country where honest folk like my mother can be happy. That reminds me, do you remember Daturum, my hometown's landowner? He told me to send you his regards. He since confessed his crimes and is awaiting trial. You were the one who awakened his conscience. It makes sense, doesn't it? You've proven your ideals to be true. That's why the country is doing so well. There's nothing more to it. I'm hardly qualified to speak of pride, but if this country has one, it's you. And I'm proud to be among its people. Perhaps under your rule, the day will come that even we Nydia can walk about freely in our true forms. You're curious what I look like in my true form? I'd be happy to oblige, but let's save that for another time, shall we? That's cool, man. There you go, Basilio, who wasn't in that cutscene. Look at him, he's dressed up, man. Out inspecting again seems a right pain to me, but I appreciate you going to all the effort. Making your rounds, Basilio? Yeah, captain of the Tradian Brigade reporting in, and I'm pleased to report there's nothing to report, so I'm taking a break. Bit of a mouthful in it. Still not used to calling myself captain. Besides, we've even taken in some survivors from Luis's troops, you know. But don't you worry, I got two eyes on them even when I ain't looking. The way I see it, they weren't the ones trying to make the world worse. I just gotta show them how power's supposed to be used, yeah? We owe it to you that there's less discrimination in the city these days. Fewer and fewer are turning to a life of crime to make ends meet. If Del could see Grand Tread today, his eyes would bug out, and not just Del, a lot of the guys who didn't make it. Yeah, Vinka. I take it you mean Vinka. You remember him? Those damned experiments trapped him in a vengeance he couldn't see past, but I feel like even he might smile seeing what I'm up to now. We built this piece with a lot of blood and tears, so I say those of us who made it this far owe it to all of them what didn't to protect it. Maybe I've got nothing to report today because it's not like bad people stop being bad, but it's not like bad people stop being bad just because you're king now. You've been through a lot though, so thanks for not giving up on us, or the world for that matter. You spot any trouble I didn't spot first, you just point me at it, I'll solve it quick, like.
Oh.
Well, I see your king is on some personal business. I believe Hulkenberg was searching for you, but I suppose it's none of my business who comes or goes. I'm on break myself. Only try not to frustrate your royal guards over much, They all take their duties quite seriously, much like their captain. Who am I kidding? A knight who smiles is surely a myth that's become clear to me since becoming titled. What could be more bizarre? A Ujif outcast, once a wanted criminal with a bounty on his head, made knight commander. Of course, there was some opposition at first, but the more heart-to-heart talks I've had, the more accepting they've become, albeit gradually. Yeah, an outcast became king too.
True.
Indeed, you face no shortage of persecution, and look at you now. Grand titles and posts across the nation are no different, spread across all the tribes. I've realized over the past year just how much a nation is defined by its people. No matter how great a king, he alone does not a country make. Yet he stands for those very people as symbol and representative. That the king and all those around him are of mixed tribes, it has already caused a great shift in sentiment, even for those in the rural villages.
Now that you mention
And just how is Tadari these days? He seemed as busy as he could handle now that they've resumed trade with other villages. Your coronation inspired that village to greater heights. It proved that barriers can be broken, and that even they could take the first step. New winds are blowing in every corner of this country, and I'll have to make another trip back home with my son to see the changes for myself soon enough. And someday, I hope distant generations will grow up only knowing conflict born of tribal differences from history books. We have a ways to go before that day comes, but until it does, let's forge a path toward it, Your Majesty. What a great way to, you know, some of the best games I know will have outros like this, man. And you really feel it too. Like, you really feel like not only did you work for this ending and earn it, you feel like all the characters themselves, like you fought for this and it's yours, you know? It really is cool to have like one final like farewell with all the characters, you know? Especially since you spent so many dozens of hours playing with them and seeing them and just everything. Like, you know, it's the same way I feel about Three Houses a lot. Yeah? Three Houses does this very well as well, man. Oh, here we go. Here's this person. Hiya, boss. Oh, dang. I suppose I shouldn't be speaking to you so casually, huh? And again, we were rivals, weren't we? And Caden Workshop's now the official workshop of the Palace Engineers. Now that's here nor there. Besides, I'm glad you got the crown. So lots of humans out there you'll have to deal with, and you'll need a gauntlet runner to get to them. Caden Workshop, thanks you for your patronage. Trying to see if we see anyone else noticeable. Alright, here's Nuris. What brings His Royal Majesty here? Come to feel the wind on your face too, have you? I know how it is. I have the fancy old title of Chief Engineer of the Kingdom Infrastructure Development Bureau and can research as I please now, but something's missing. So I threw off that old stuffy uniform and came to gaze upon the runner in the way I always do. Yeah, I know how you feel. I'm not going to chastise him. I feel like I know what you mean when you say something's missing. I knew you'd agree. I think my bones are aching to feel the wind. I'd rather miss the days of dashing hither and thither in the runner. Not that I'm ungrateful for the gracious title you've given to a man who used to skulk about modifying gauntlet runners. You haven't seen anything yet. Why, one day I'll invent a teleportation device that will deliver fresh fish straight from Oceania to your palatial plates. It would change the world, wouldn't you say? I'm just a bit stuck at the beginning on the development. And it's times like this I need a stimulation of the mind. You have anything that might do the trick? You're going to send me on another relic hunt? Don't pretend you didn't enjoy it. Every time you pop back in with one, I remember how I could hardly contain my excitement. I do so miss traveling like that. Even if the relics themselves are better off left untouched, they become the guiding principles of my research, you know? Convenience is important, but one must consider safety and the effects it might have on the world. An engineer who dumps a burden on future generations is no engineer at all. Still, it's no small feat to design with a perfect balance of safe and revolutionary. Even I struggle with it, and I'm a bally genius. I knew it. When I needed stimulation, Your Majesty. You know, like the soul-shaking speed and quiver of a drive engine. You let me know if you ever want to go out for a spin, won't you? Our dear girl's sparkling clean and always ready for takeoff. Just like he always was, man.
Oh, right now.
Brigitte? No, Juno.
My king.
There you are. Heard you were in town, so I decided to see if we might cross paths. I have so much to tell you about my inspection, so I'm afraid you'll need to clear your diary for me soon. You bring me back any souvenirs? Let's just focus on the report. Don't worry, I'll give you the gist. Firstly, the Mage Academy's reconstruction is going swimmingly. Repairs are in full swing and we're already processing admissions. I must say, I'm still surprised you appointed me of all people to be the Academy's headmistress. I was rather looking forward to going back on tour as a songstress. Oh, and I shall introduce you to my furry little friend. I scooped him up in the Academy of all places. During the reconstruction, they stumbled upon the little guy in some kind of observatory supposedly used by a king long ago. Considering the igniter around his neck, I'm sure he was being taken care of. I mean, there's no way a cat could survive alone in that cold, could he? Regardless, our mystery kitty is only the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the Academy. All that knowledge was lost when it fell, so we're starting from scratch. It may even be hiding secrets as big as the Dragon Temple or the Sanctum. Oh, and I'm keeping the cat. Feels like fate, you know?
Speaking of which...
Speaking of fate... I'm on my way back. I met up with Murtis. She's well, I trust?
Now we're talking.
Yeah.
More than well. Her throat has been fine, and she's a fairly prominent singer about town now. We both just keep soaring to new heights, her in music, me coming face to face with magic again. Surely you remember, music was the first magic born in this world, yeah? When the heart expresses itself through music, it moves the hearts of others. And when they make hearts swell, why, there's no end to the magic. So just you watch, with music and magic at my side, I'm going to change the world. All will have equal opportunity to hone their talents at the Mage Academy. Our doors are open to all. That's what my sister would have wanted, and if it makes the world a better place, why, isn't that just grand? Rella taught me that magic is more than a tool. It's in all of us, deep in our hearts. Yeah, and here it is. It's Plateau, right? Yeah, that's the cat from Academia. If that place was made of magic, then how is he here in real life? To say of nothing of how he could have survived in a deserted ruin in the snow, that shouldn't be possible. Who knows, man? There's mystery after mystery around here. If memory serves, the last king did build himself a study in the Mage Academy. Do you think Academia was styled after that, maybe? I wonder what His Majesty, what Moore felt when he put the little guy in Academia. The cat tends to himself quietly, utterly impartial to us. Is that not Juna? Yes, it is. Trying to see if I recognize any other people. Nah, it doesn't seem like it. Oh, here we go. It's this dude. Jin, he doesn't even have a picture. Is that your majesty? What fortune to bump into you at the end of the year like this. If there's anything my humble personage may be able to do for you, your radiance, I'm at your service. Say but one glorious word and I shall most happily... Alright, laying it on a little thick, aren't we? It's that forked tongue that got you in trouble last time. You hear me? One wrong move and I'm turning you over to Basilio. You gotta turn your life around. Of course. I'm done with dirty tricks. I'm done. There we go, Adeni. Hello there, your majesty. It's great to see that you're doing as well as ever. I just left a meeting with the provincial lords. I also preach Mastari teachings in various areas when the opportunity arises. Many still push back against such teachings, but that's perfectly fine. A country is well served by different perspectives. Many of the villagers have come around to this too, you know. I think that's because you all face such danger on our behalf. Still, it won't be easy to change the entirety of Uchronia. Its history is embedded deep in its roots. The country is larger, some people will need all the power you have. The true test of your values has only just begun.
May God keep you, Jack.
All right.
Are you surveying the city incognito, your majesty? Your escorts would be aghast. Not that I think anyone is truly capable of harming you. As you are aware, faith in the Sanctus Church plummeted after our misdeeds were exposed. I admit we were arrogant and unjust, wicked in custom, but people have found salvation through the church as well. I intend to restore the Sanctus Church to its true purpose, to offer salvation to those in need. As Sanctiarch, and as someone who was saved by the Sanctus faith myself, that is all I could do to return the favor. You know, it's good seeing all this, man. I like this. Here's Yufa.
Greetings.
Working hard as ever. Were you going about town and listening to what the people have to say? Myself, I've just come from the Crown Court, where I've been consulting the people about their grievances and disputes as a chief magistrate.
Well,
Our court is taking on common grievances. In the past, we were busy with cases of violence and theft, but those have decreased remarkably. As you're undoubtedly aware, in the past, many citizens were sentenced to hang without so much as a trial. I'm pleased to report things are different now. Anyone, regardless of race or status, can tell their side of the story in court and be judged equally and fairly. It just goes to show anything is possible, even for a priestess to become a chief magistrate. And my brother is making great strides as village chief. He rather hated the role before, but he's truly found his calling, I think. As I said, no one knows what the future holds. It's all the more reason I try to guide people to good choices. I want to live in a society that practices kindness, where those who suffer need not turn to crime. And so I practice what I preach. The other day I went to visit Avi's church to inquire with those who are sick there about how the kingdom can be more accessible to them. Was Avi doing well? Yes, we practiced dancing together and then we showed her mother. All of them are ready to ease into working again. Hearing them made me reflect on all the people who still need our help. Until now, the only hope those people had was God. I want to fight for them to have options under laws and systems that they can rely on in addition to higher power. A country where the tribes with all their values can join hands in harmony. That's what we need. You aim to achieve that too, yes, Your Majesty? I hope you'll allow me to keep walking alongside you in this. There she is. Now this is gonna be fulfilling. Let's talk to this dude first. We'll get it out the way.
Hey.
Loveless. What's the word, Your Majesty? Just one question, if I may. When are you gonna lower the booze prices in this country? I'm only codding ya. Haven't felt much like drinking till I black out so often anymore. After I entered the tournament, I really went through some stuff. I was acting a fool on the world stage, and to you too. I'm grateful, you know. Can't speak for the rest of the country, but you've done right by us Parapas. We've got it better than we ever did. Some chuckleheads out there still try to take their aggression out on us, but they're just venting probably. I'm sure you'll do something soon enough. The king himself out browsing the shops. Ha! Perhaps I need to draft up a royal certificate of appointment. Tell the world we supply goods to the royal family. That's a little embarrassing. Why stop there? You could give me a signed handprint to display on the walls. No, just my little joke. We're doing quite well even without royal endorsement. The igniter I made at the children's request, the one that lights up with rainbow colors, is selling startlingly well. The store was packed with families and children. I now hold a position where I control the distribution of all manner of goods throughout the kingdom as the head of the Igniter Consortium. I can't help but think that if I had been in this position sooner, then the church's violence, the tragedy of that village, could have been prevented. Yeah. There's nothing you could have done at the time, Brigitte. I know that. I only rose to this position once you became king and shed light on what lurked in the shadows of this country. Though you can't take full credit, as it were, I was nominated for my new position by my colleagues. Our new king has changed this country for the better. However, as a former arms dealer, it would be naive to think that all weapons can ever disappear from this world. All the more reason I hope that the reasons for people to wield them continue to decline. To that end, I'll continue doing all that I possibly can with all that I am, just as you do. Do you remember my dog? I found the ones who took her. Naturally, I considered ending their lives, but there she was, sitting beside them. Evidently, they could not bring themselves to harm such a sweet creature, so they decided to keep her instead. I had no choice but to spare their lives. I couldn't subject a gentle dog to the atrocities I commit in her name. You should come play with her sometime. I'm sure she remembers you. What a great ending, man. You ever had an ending so good it almost wants to make you move to tears? Like, holy shit, dude. That's so nice. I feel like now would have been better for Alonso to return, honestly. I don't know. I feel like that might have been a little bit better if he returned now. Yeah. Country's completely back to normal. Where's Stroll? We gotta talk to Stroll. Here's Barden. What an unexpected coincidence, Your Majesty. No guards with you today. Don't worry, I'm no tattletale. I myself just left a meeting going over how the new provincial governments are doing. We convened for the new year.
So,
how are things in Martira? Oh, it's as lively as it used to be, and we owe it all to you, Your Majesty. That dodgy mess you cleaned up for us feels like ancient history now. And I'm pleased to report, as head of provincial lords, it's nothing but good news reaching my ears. Better relations between towns as employment up and overall welfare too. Each town has specialties and wisdom to offer, and when we combine our heads, there's no problem we can't solve. I just feel so blessed to be part of it. I know I made some blunders when I first stepped into the governor's role, but I'm happy to share my failings so others don't repeat my mistakes. That really brings me back. I know I was trying to do too much on my own back then, and I got a bit overzealous. Of course, some lords are like I was once, and would rather manage things at their sole discretion than leave things to the people. And yes, taking every matter to public opinion can be laborious, and what with all the proceedings and disputes. Still, changing our own lives with our own hands makes the process worth the trouble, and choosing a king of our own will was all the inspiration we needed for change. Another good one, man. Honestly, it's hard picking... Oh, here we go. Who is this guy? Milo. Ah, Your Majesty, it's already been a year since you ascended to the throne, and 1 year since I lost my bid for it. Thinking back, I've no regrets. I've not been able to defeat Luis in the end as you did.
Yeah.
I don't know what I expected, really, but I believe in your power. You don't even really say it back and respond to him. What the hell? I'm not acquiesced on all fronts. You know, you needn't look further in your six partisans, your merry little band. I can appreciate your faith in your inner circle, but to award them all your key posts, why, one might suspect you of collusion. A country requires views from all walks of life, or to put it another way, why not appoint me your prime minister? With my guidance, Uchronia would become a land of true beauty. Just when you think he's about to make a decent point, he plays his own angle. Don't let your guard down around that guy. Alright, before we talk to Katharina, who's going to be thrilled, let's see who's down here. Who's this? Some random. We're not going to talk to everybody.
Hello.
Your Majesty, it's an honor to meet with you at this most auspicious time of year. I know I was quite devoted to Luis at one point. His power was both overwhelming and alluring. Where do you stand now? For some reason, you don't reply to them. It's weird. I'm disgusted by my shallowness, if I'm honest. It's hardly an atonement, but I'll at least try to be straight with you from now on. Not to bring down the mood, but I wanted to mention I sensed something familiar among your supporters. I recognize it because I was the same way. In their eyes, you're a hero who conquered the monstrous Luis. They entrusted you with authority because of your power and their desire to be at peace. Let us assume that the people have expectations not of ideology but solely of your power. King or not, failing to see the difference may invite consequences. Please, take it from someone who erred in his ways. The people of this country have not recovered from the unrest, and when they do, people are dangerous. That's a fair point.
Lovely.
Because these are probably the last two, Katharina and Stroll. Right? Yeah, there's Stroll. That costume is baller, bro. Who the hell is this? Oh, it's two people.
Wonderful, isn't it?
There we go. She came out. Oh my god, I would have missed her. Lady Grunde. It's been quite some time, hasn't it? You've matured a great deal in the short years since I last saw you. Rumors of your rule have reached even the Sanctum. Some are kinder than others. Taking the reins of a runaway country must have its share of difficulties. Your face tells me as much. The frail child who could do little more than lie on the brink of death has come so far. Goodness, tears come so easily with old age. I'm grateful for you. He doesn't, I don't know why they cut that corner a little bit here at the end. I did nothing. You're the one who achieved everything. I'm surprised to see you in Grand Trad, Lady Grunde. It's a curious thing. I received a rather forceful invitation here, you see, from one of your friends, the girl named Juna. Goodness knows how many times she's already come to visit the Sanctum seeking instruction on magic. Some of the villagers are rather smitten with her. She declared that if I wouldn't feel welcome, or that I wouldn't feel welcome coming to Grand Trad, she would have a highway built directly between the capital and the Sanctum. Oh, Juna, and she probably would. So there you have it. Now then, Who's, or rather, King Who's. The 1,000-year seclusion of the Elder tribe may soon come to an end under your guidance. And yet, the journey ahead of you will be hard. The dreams you hope to achieve will feel just out of reach. So do stop by and show your face around the forest sometime. Your mother cannot do so herself, but I can whip up some of her favorite dishes in her spirit. That's cool. I'm glad I looked around, man. I'm glad I'm not just rushing to the end. Who's this? Aren't you an Elda? Please don't take it the wrong way. I'm just curious. Those three are Elda too, aren't they? I wonder if perhaps you knew them or something. What about I'm not gonna be mean. What do you mean, what about them? It's kind of amazing to see Elda in town. The elderly lady in the middle is floating, for heaven's sake. Is that some sort of igniter? Couldn't be. Then how? Oh, and the other woman's clothes are so beautiful. Goes without saying, but you can't find clothes like that in Grand Trad. There's something so incredibly charming about them. Do you think I should try talking to them? We have a proper kingdom. That's cool that at the end they have like custom voice lines and everything, you know? Like right at the very end we get this nice last bit of polish. Alright, all that's left is Katharina and then Stroll and then Maria. And then the spirit of Alcest will come down right at the end. Oh, well if it isn't, or if it ain't the big man himself, good timing, me. I just got back into town myself. I forget, where did you go again? I'm the captain of the Seekers Recon team. Remember, we travel the world doing all kinds of crazy stuff. And crazy doesn't begin to describe what's beyond the sea, the sights, the magic, everything's so fantastic, I'm already itching to get back out there. Well, I'm not especially keen on dodging the bloody cannonballs if my ship gets too close. Lots of tension out there, but what country isn't a little tense? Everything from the customs to the way they think is so different, my head spins. Makes all the tribal bickering seem right dull, if I could speak my mind. But this country's changing for the better. I'm glad I turned over the throne to you.
Hold on.
You turned it over to me, didn't you? Yeah, I knew you'd do right by the Parapets, so I bowed out early to give you a fighting chance. Just kidding. All my cohort have found jobs, and some of them even picked up new skills from being out at sea so long. But don't you worry your kingly head, I'll have it all whipped up in a report for you. Do something proper kingish with it, yeah? Wow, I mean, that's cool, man. I want, like, it's like Three Houses. It's like, I wonder what would happen after this, you know? Obviously, it's outside the scope of the story, but I wonder, like, what is out there in this world, you know? Like, Uchronia is not the only land? Like, think about how cool that is, man. I don't think, we're never getting a sequel to this, obviously. But think about, like, the potential. I like that there is a world out there, man. I love this, man. Skulking about the city again, are we? Which is to say, Hulkenberg is on the hunt, the classic game of cat and mouse, though who is which, I dare not say. It's been a year since you ascended the throne, but it's like you've hardly changed. You haven't changed much either, Stroll. Ahem, that's Lord or General Stroll, Your Majesty. I'll never get used to such titles. I really should take a page from Juna's book. She has a gift for delegating like she was born to do so. Not that I could talk, I actually came out for a bit of a breather myself. You know, I see now that even those at the top have their struggles a little too clearly. A general's duties feel overwhelming at times, but there are lives hanging in the balance. I recognize the weight of every decision I make, and I do find satisfaction in protecting those lives. Remember our first meeting back at the recruitment center? I, a fallen noble with nothing to my name, and you, a struggling Elder traveler. Back then, my only goal was getting ahead. My people were little more than an afterthought. If I hadn't met you, I have never realized the truth about my fortune, my father's intentions, and I certainly couldn't have saved the Hallians. I owe the joy on their faces to you. I think I've said it before, but again, thank you. You need to give yourself some credit, Stroll. I would still owe any credit I could take to you. I would still owe any credit I could take to you for showing me the way. They live stable, peaceful lives thanks to you. You have a whole country on your shoulders now. The road ahead will be full of challenges we couldn't possibly foresee. But show me the way and I'll blaze the trail. Now and always, it's my role as a warrior to be the vanguard. Our titles may have changed, but I'd like to think our friendship is steadfast as ever. Don't hesitate to rely on me now and always. What a great way to end it, man. The King's Rock is gone. Let's go see her. Being here sure brings back memories. You remember how we came here looking for Maria before the tournament for the throne? She was crying back then. She's happy now. You could say that again. This country's turned around since then, no doubt about it. I'm sure there will always be differences of opinion, but your ideals are really coming to fruition now. I can feel it. That reminds me, what's up with the book you're carrying around now? Is that the one you've been working on yourself? I'm excited to see what kind of fantasy you could conjure up. But maybe that's not even the word for it. After all, if you're going to be the one putting it in ink, that means you're going to make it a reality someday. Now then, Your Majesty, shall we get going? And it's all fixed up. Man, this is beautiful, man.
Oh, hello there. Oh, right. I suppose now I should call you Your Majesty. You know, I was just telling Papa, even through all that mess, everyone's really been working hard.
Yep. Am I keeping my promise?
Am I keeping my promise properly from back then?
Yes. You beat the villain, and now the city's full of smiles. And I'm sure Papa's smiling down on you too.
That's good. Hearing that from you really lifts my heart.
It's a joy to see kids like her smile. The future changes slowly and the burden of its momentum will fall on their shoulders one day.
Don't worry. I'll try to do my part with what I've got. I want to help everyone understand that the world could be a better place if we can join hands with one another. Miss Fabian's fed so many hungry people since things changed. Some of those people even said they found their place there. I think I did too. If we can all change together for the better like that, we'll be closer to Your Majesty's and Papa's dream.
A place where I ought to be, a side of myself I ought to show. The path is never clear.
And I want to help with something too. I want everyone across the land to be able to smile.
Yeah, you make a trusty advisor.
Yes, I expect great things, my trusty advisor.
Yeah. Thank you, Your Majesty. Oh, thank you, Your Majesty.
We should be the ones thanking her. Feels like I can see the entire country's future in her smile.
Everyone!
Long time no see. How have you been?
As we find ourselves afield, I thought I might visit Alsace myself.
Hold on a tick. Those people there. Surely not.
Naturally, we're drawing attention. We didn't all have to go at once.
Needn't fuss, old thing. It's been too long since we were all together again anyway.
Lady Tuna, did she really come all this way in a runner? Could have asked His Majesty to pop over and bring you back with a teleport or two.
The unmitigated nerve. Oh, it's fine. I wanted to take in our country as it is. It's definitely a little rougher outside the capital's walls. There's still traces of melancholia around, and the odd human roaming about.
We're sending soldiers out for every incident we can. But it's not easy to hear the voice of the people from more distant regions.
I guess it's obvious. But just because you're king now doesn't make you suddenly all-seeing.
A lesson I learned last year. In the end, I was blind to a great deal of this world. Never would have learned if I hadn't pushed out the door and seen it with my own eyes.
He's right. The capital can be a bit of a bubble. There will always be more to do and learn beyond its walls.
A year ago, I would have just said we could fly over ourselves. I mean, let's be real. The capital isn't gonna fall apart if we just sneak over for a little tour, is it?
Of course not. We specifically put precautions in place to keep things running.
Yet it has only been 1 year. We cannot be too complacent too soon, lest the dissidents seize on the opportunity.
Oh, there he is! Over there! I told you!
I told you, it's the king!
Might have been a bit too obvious.
Oi there, Your Majesty!
You dare hoy the king? You swine!
Steady on, Hulkenberg, calm. You needn't draw steel on the poor fellow. We're the ones who indulged in this little day trip.
Your Majesty, thanks for all you do, really. Have to say, my life's a lot easier now.
There's more work to do every day. But we're in this together. We believe in you.
Everyone's so supportive. Kind of brings back memories from last year.
Rather. It's the sort of thing to get a chap all misty-eyed over the past. What a journey it was.
Looks like we're drawing a crowd. Time to get back to work.
Indeed. A veritable mountain of tasks awaits us, and I will see it crested.
Very nice. Good ending, man. Good conclusion, good wrap-up. I love this, man.
And not long after, the new year dawned.
Journey? Are you really planning on leaving us?
Yeah, I won't force you to come.
I won't force you to come. I'm fine going alone.
Can't let myself stagnate. I want to learn more about the world.
I already told you. I'll follow you wherever you go.
Sounds like fun, but a daily jaunt down to the slums is one thing, and a proper journey is quite another. You're a king now, lad. You've got the people's expectations on your shoulders. It's all right to just sit on your throne and mind the home front, you know?
Yeah, I don't care to be kingly.
I don't care to be kingly. That's less important than doing what I need to do.
You're not even concerned? Can't you take this a little more seriously?
Ever the fearless gadabout, eh? Well, I take your point back. Magler and the humans make a fine barometer for the anxiety still swirling in the country. So you go out and give it a proper survey, where it is and how much is there. If people can't face their anxieties, they can't keep their eyes forward. And if they can't do that, we'll have a bally hard time moving forward as a nation or a people. So you want to get a better grasp of it all. That's your most important duty as a ruler. That's what you're thinking, eh?
Right.
Yep. Even the most faraway future begins with the belief it can be realized, so I'll press onward. That's the best I could do.
That was your plan? You could have just said so.
Sounds like a fine idea to me. A proper spot of fun, besides. Wouldn't expect any less from our king and captain. Well, since I'm the bally court engineer, I've no choice but to come along. I'm the only driver fit to maneuver the Royal Skyrunner.
The Royal, yeah, it finally lived up to its fucking name. It's finally the Royal Skyrunner.
Quest anew. Let us sally forth upon our. Hello? Are you not listening to me?
Uh-oh, busted.
Sire, you've really got to stop chasing these ideas all on your own. You'll be the death of us.
Once again, sire, I've asked you countless times to give word if you're to leave the castle. Such caprice.
Nurse, don't tell me you called for them beforehand.
Saved us a bit of time, eh? Though, hello, what's this? I count only 2 of the 6 partisans. Short a few spears.
For my part, I believe 'tis unrealistic for all of us to depart the capital together.
Oh, so you have no plans to stop our little adventure, eh?
Hulkenberg and I talked it over. We decided that if you insist on going, We'd rather go with you than stop you.
Yep, very nice. I'm glad, but...
I'm glad to hear that, but will that be all right?
Yeah, the country runs itself now, so why not?
With Luis. So many people supported us, but not for any high-minded ideals or arguments.
They were supporting us because we were actively fighting a monster on their behalf. In the end, people make choices based on their personal experience and emotion. Even if decided justly and supported by prosperity, people may struggle to trust a king whose face they do not know. An invisible ruler.
Yeah, I guess it's a fair point. We could travel around and let people know, yeah.
Right. I'm not opposed to the idea of getting out into the world again. Really, it might be the wisest move to make sure you're a king everyone knows.
My friends and allies believe as I do. Their support is the greatest treasure I could have.
Still,
friendship is magic.
This early into the new year, 'tis never a dull moment in your Majesty's employ.
Bit of a smaller party than we last set out with, but it's a pleasure to be on the road again with you.
Okay, but can we really afford to have both our general and the Royal Guard's captain coming along for this?
'Tis natural course for the Royal Guard to accompany the king. And I trust my corps is not so feeble that it will fall apart in my absence.
We'll make it work. Got to learn to trust others and delegate, right? We'll just have to lead by example.
Then let's go.
Right then, let's go.
That's a perfect
You
place
once
to end
heard
it.
my voice and answered a query in kind.
Oh, whoops.
Is fantasy a powerless creation? That timeless question. So long as life remains in the world, we seekers all shall search for our answer. But he will find his. Of that I am certain. And it is thanks to you for believing in and guiding him. That was the true purpose of my royal magic, you know. To seek and obtain guidance from denizens of a land beyond ours. A land that has not yet
I don't know about that one, Chief.
And it was you who answered the call. Armed with your hope.
Armed with the power of difficulty change.
You rose in glory. Such courage. Such whimsy. And yes, what thrills. You have my sincerest thanks.
I wonder how he's even telling you this from
Feels
beyond.
familiar. It's been far too long.
Aye, the wind feels an echo of days past.
Unusually poetic for you.
Everyone's on board.
They're awful, aren't they? They would have left us behind.
Well, I'm not certain we're in a position to talk, having followed straight after, saying we could just teleport back.
Well, hey, we figured the kids might want to change your scenery, like.
Bro, Maria, oh my god! We did want to go on an adventure with her, I remember that.
Poetic indeed. That the scepter's absence restored order to Magla, and even greenery to the sand.
Damn.
I'll say, I definitely like this view better.
Let's go.
What a good ending. See, that's the thing, like, after all the nonsense and all the bullshit for the final boss, like, this was such a good outro for the story. But now, like, if I had to talk about the things I like about this game, I mean, needless to say, this is a good game. This is, in my opinion, probably one of my favorite Atlas games they've ever made, easily. Let's start with the bad. Let's get the bad out the way. I think you already know what the bad is, right? I feel like they needed another dungeon or two. I feel like it would have even just been more impactful if the game ended on New Year's, right? I feel like that would have made sense, and then the year forward would have literally been a year forward instead of like a year and 2 months. I feel like if they gave you 2 more months to like grind, to level up, maybe have another couple side quests or something to do, right? I feel like it would be more impactful. That doesn't mean that they needed to lengthen, they didn't need to lengthen people's like social links. I think it was fine as it was. but they definitely needed to do a little bit more, right? Needless to say, the final boss has a ridiculous difficulty jump. I don't know why they seem to nail it perfectly with every single other boss. Every other boss you could fight under-leveled, and half these bosses are jokes, as I showed, right? Like, as I showed, I'm like level 64 to 65, 66. I'm blazing through bosses that are 70, 75, whatever, right? I don't know what it is about the no, I know what it is about the final boss. It's because they give him the 8 turns. I don't know who decided that that was a good idea, especially on normal difficulty. It feels weird. And because it happens that way, right? It snowballs from, okay, well, the final boss is hard, into, well, now you have to go back several saves to be able to grind, right? On bosses you'll now completely cream, right? So, like, here's the thing. If they wanted to do that, I feel like what they should have done is you can have a boss that's that difficult, right? And that you need to grind for. Okay, you could do that. And I need to drink because my throat is completely dried out. But you could have a boss that is that difficult. But it can't be after an hour of cutscenes. Yeah, you could skip them, sure, whatever. After 3 other boss fights, and then one of those boss fights is a phase 1, right? It can't be all of that. So, like, yeah, I could have grinded, but up to this point in the game, I didn't need to, okay? Up to this point, up to literally that final phase of the final boss, of the final dungeon, I had never needed to grind. I would say this game is completely balanced. You do not have to touch grinding. You do not have to go farm. And then that final phase kicks in and you have to go grind. There's no, like, thing from above to come help you or anything like that. There's no, like, this is our final push, we're not going to give in. It's literally just, I get to move 8 times and I just get to destroy your party. So, like, I'll do it. I'll go back. I'll beat it. Obviously, like, I don't know if and when, well, I know I'll do it, but I don't know when I'll get to it. But I just wanted to finish the game. You get annoyed, right? Like, if the final dungeon, and other games have done this, right? Like, Eternal Sonata did this. If the final dungeon was getting your ass kicked, getting your ass kicked, getting your ass kicked, getting your ass kicked, then I would have said, okay, clearly I can't do this at level 60-something. I'm going to have to go back, grind some lower level mobs, right? Slowly over time, get the power I need to survive, and then gradually over time, all right, now I'm level 80, I'm good to take on everything, right? Fine, I'm cool with that. You want to have us go to level 80 to beat the game? No complaints from me, that's fine. Don't let someone walk through the game on normal up to the final phase of the final boss and the final segment, and then be like, okay, well, you didn't grind, haha, fuck you, right? Like, if that was the case, then the bosses leading up to that should have been harder, right? It should have been walled at the bosses so I could go back and say, okay, that's not right. Because, like, it doesn't really show skill, it doesn't show strategy. I know that once my stats are a little higher, I'm gonna run right through it. And maybe I'll fail like 1 or 2 times, I'm sure, because it is difficult. You could have just complete RNG butchering, but ultimately, yeah, whatever. That to me is like the culmination of like multiple things with the game. The game kind of lulls you into this false sense of security by basically making it out like the game is reasonable, right? Like, you don't have to grind, right? The game is fine, right? Like Tales of Arise, grinding, you didn't have to grind for level, you had to grind for money, which is a whole other issue. Fire Emblem, I intentionally did not infinitely grind, and I felt like that was pretty reasonably balanced too. So now imagine if you didn't, like, I feel like either stats needed to have mattered more, or, especially since I put 99 in this fucking stat, I feel like stats needed to matter more, right? I feel like there needed to be more time also as well while I'm on this to level and use Basilio. I'm standing up, by the way, just so I can kind of stretch my legs, because I've been here for 6 hours, and I'm done for the day. My voice is completely fucking fried. But, like, I don't mind the difficulty. I don't mind there being a difficult final boss. What I don't like is when the final boss is nothing like anything that came before it in terms of difficulty, right? Like, even that first phase, I was able to figure out, I was like, oh shit, okay, we're cooking, we got this. It took me a couple tries to really grasp how to, you know, figure out 5 turns, but I was able to do it. And then it's like, as a final fuck you, here's 8 turns in a row, and like, you basically have to luck out and pray that you dodge, I guess, and you have to dodge that last hit before the final orb, which is just nonsense to me. It's just stupid. It shouldn't be that way. Now, granted, there were things I could have changed. I could have given Heisme better dark gear, better dark evasion gear. Maybe there's another persona. Maybe Savior is not weak to dark. I could have checked that. I could have given Muraku Kaja to Juna, instead of Blizza, which I barely use. Sure, fair. I'm not saying that I did everything in my power, because if you want to be literal, everything in your power would be to grind the fuck out of it until you're 99. Obviously, don't want to do that. I feel like that defangs the challenge, but I also think the challenge is not fair if you do that. I think that that's just the way they went about that was completely wrong. I did not like how they handled that at all. So that to me is just, it could have been done much better. But like, other than that, like, this game has a great presentation. It's got great music. I love the monk. The monk rapping is crazy good. Whoever the monk is, I don't know, maybe they showed his name already. You and the narrator were knocking this shit out the park from day one. By the way, I don't recognize any names here, so this is almost like a completely original, like, cast. This is awesome. Greg Chun, mysterious voice. Oh, that's the queen. Greg Chun, God tier, God tier, God tier, God tier, God tier, God tier. And whoever did the monk rapping, you too, you deserve it as well. God, you were so good. Man, that was amazing. But yeah, I just don't like that you have to grind at the end of a game like that. Especially, like, not even for the entirety of the end of the game, but for that one final boss you had to grind for. Like, that one final part of that one final boss. Same thing with Final Fantasy III, where you could, on the DS at least, I was good to go. I was killing Zandy, I was killing the 4 bosses in the World of Darkness. You go to Cloud of Darkness, and by the way, there's like at least 20-30 minutes of cutscenes and running and random encounters and all sorts of shit. You get to that final boss, huh? What in the fuck is going on? It's like a completely different final boss, and there's no save point. There's nowhere to heal. At least here, there's a way to heal. There's a way to save, but that's because it's a schedule system. If they didn't, you would be forced to go down to Storyteller, right? You're at the end of the game. There's nowhere else to go. You have to, and I mean you have to, go grind. And I just hate that, like, I don't know, man. Do you want to sit there and slowly chip away at that for 5 hours? Or do you want to grind for 5 hours, come back, and you're way over leveled and you're good to go? That's all. And it sucks because 99.999% of the rest of the game is not like that. It's not. It's not. So unfortunately, my victory feels kind of hollow because I did turn it down. It feels hollow. It feels empty. I admit, it sucks. But I don't know. I just wanted to be done. I was not about to go back for 5 hours to grind just because they fucking fucked up the final boss. I'm sorry. I disagree with that. Right? There were plenty of challenging bosses in this game. Bosses I had to think on my toes. Bosses I even had to attempt multiple times. That was bullshit. That was bullshit. I hate that. I hate that. Do not put one final boss that's easy, a bunch of cutscenes, whatever. Sure, the more fight is whatever. Fine, cool. Don't do all of that. And then you have a 2-part boss fight, but there's no way to go back, level, save, grind, buy items, nothing. It should be once you get there, there's a cutscene or 2, you fight the final boss, boom, you're done, right? Whether you win or lose, have 3 phases if you fucking want, right? But don't just throw a final boss and be like, oh, well, it's at the end of already another hour-long segment. No, don't do that. But all that said, I like this game. The thing about this game is I feel that there were certain places it could have gone above and beyond to really excel. I feel like there's nothing wrong with it. It's not like this is some garbage game that's like terrible, but to me, this is like, and I guess I could do the verdict right now, it's like a 8.7, right? It's like a 8.7. You know, it's really well done. It's got a lot of good stuff to it. I like the combat. I like all the aspects of it, except that final boss killed it. It wouldn't have become a 9 to me. It would have been, you know, maybe a little higher. But I feel like if they added a little more time, maybe like a couple more areas and things like that, it would have been more impactful for me. I feel like ultimately the biggest problem is that the game, like, you go to Altabury and then the game basically is ending. Like, it's like 2 months. And like, it's just, I wish there was more to it, you know? That's all. Also, this plot line of the hero from another world was kind of weird, so.
Dear guest, from a world I shall never know.
This really didn't go anywhere.
In your eyes, I know our journey was ultimately a fiction. However, I hope your memories of this fantastical adventure burn as bright in your reality. I hope the promise of our world echoes in you with all my heart. I hope that fantasy gives you strength.
If only real life was like that, huh? It's very well done, man. Just the story, the anime cutscenes, the everything, man. It's the Charadrius, yeah. Look at that. Or what's left of it.
That. The rubble's just bait for tourists now.
I never expected a view like this.
Let's see it all. Let's see the world.
Yeah.
A new journey now beckons. In days of Eld, the people prospered and perished in turn. Struck by their ways, I wrote a book of my dearest ideas.
Damn.
A tale of fantasy. In my vision, they placed their trust, and so the kingdom breathed new life.
The strength to believe in the unknown, that can change everything. Without a doubt, you will face all sorts of trials ahead. But carry onward with all your heart. Onward, fearless, into a world unknown.
It's truly a very beautiful end, man. I love that. That's like the end of a classic Final Fantasy. Fantasy lives on. Next. Probably New Game Plus. Coronation of the King. By saving your clue, certain things can transfer over as is to a new game. You would transfer over currently owned items with some exceptions: money mag, royal virtue, scanned enemies, memorandum, archetype statuses, and total playtime. Sure, we'll save it, even though it's fucked up. Whatever. We'll save the storyteller difficulty. Whatever. We could always go back to that last one, which we definitely will. So it is what it is. Fucking ridiculous. Well, that's the end of Metaphor ReFantazio. Despite the ending, I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. It was a good game, and it's got a lot of good things to it. It definitely has a lot of good themes, a lot of good characters, a lot of good writing, a lot of good positive things. It's got a good presentation and art style, and it's got good combat. Now, could it have been longer? A little bit. Could it have had a little bit more to do? Yeah, totally. Could it have had a better final boss? Absolutely, right? But, you know, that's great and all. I want to thank you all for joining me on this playthrough. 6.5 hours to finish it up, and I'll see you for the next one. Have a good one. Oh, do I close the game? Yeah, I'm fucking close the game.